Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. I just sent an image instead of the link. That's really smart. And I don't know the command to delete it, so we're just gonna send a link and pretend everything's okay. I can't believe I sent that. That's bad. Some people are gonna be like, "Oh, he's trying to self-promote." Like, I'm not trying to. I promise. What's up, excuse me? What's up, Ryan? What's up, Alexis? What's up, Maddie? What's up, username? I'm watching both chats, so if y'all type something, I will see it. I was already kind of sitting here for a second before I started my stream, and I was just reviewing some of the results posted, some of the trade floor posts. It's good to see not a lot of people freaking out, so that's good. Which I guess we're already kind of used to that. I don't really ever come to chat and everybody's losing their minds. Everybody's pretty much on the same page. What's up, Chimera Drilling? Good to see you. Chimera. Yo, what's up, Ace? How you doing? What's up, King Carnage? What is up? What is up? What is up? And I was reviewing the 2-minute just to see what that looked like today. 5-minute looks wild though. First 10 minutes they were already in. I mean, honestly, first the open was already in control. They gapped up over the previous level, but then they got over the supply, and then it was just GG. And then as I'm starting my stream, we could see they're already over that target and then chilling here. And that was really all I posted yesterday too. We didn't post anything outside of these levels. We literally just posted this. Because I just wanted people to focus on the barriers. You know, does price exit this way or does price exit this way? You know, we didn't know if it was going to at all. I was honestly expecting it to be between these still. So it's kind of cool to come back and see that there's actually some good trend in place. At least on the intraday. On the daily, this is also a very good sign of life. As you guys remember when we were looking at that yesterday, something just needs to pop up because this is the spot of the chart where this is either a high or low, or this is where this is going to continue from. So it's inevitable. And what do we get today? Higher open, and they're actually retaking into the gap a little bit, which is kind of crazy. So I would honestly be grab your fib from that close to this day's open. Grab a rectangle tool. I mean, you can grab the levels themselves too. But we're going for that 65 and that 50% fib. So if the bulls are here and the election isn't going to sway the momentum of upside, then we probably are going to hit this or the gap fill. So these are target 1, target 2 if we do continue. And that's again as long as we're over this gap fill area. Besides that, going into tomorrow, we really need to watch the previous day control point of today. So going into tomorrow, that's what this will be, a previous day. So we'll wait till the day's over, of course, duh. But today's halfway point is going to be pretty important going into the next few days. So I genuinely would mark today's halfway point. Normally, I'm just trying to say, you know, have it on for here or there. But I would genuinely leave this on for a few days. But wait till today's over. We don't know what the high is. Good morning, Tobias. Good to see you. You got a chicken sandwich and it was a muscular Jesus. That was some reading right there. Is it me or is YouTube lagging? My side says everything's fine. And my replay looks smooth. Feel free to join Discord though if the YouTube stream is lagging. That is always a backup. What's up, Bob Butter Johnson? How you doing? Maddie said, I don't even know how to explain. Oh, like it was tough to eat? My bad. I thought you were saying it was like good. The way you said it, that was weird. I think I got you now. Just buttering some toast. Damn, he actually is buttering right now. How about UPST? I know, it's kind of nice just seeing them social. Just, again, it's kind of like that other chart. This is why I said yesterday when we were doing our swing stream. By the way, yesterday, if you guys weren't in that stream, go review it. If you're someone who's into swing trading or just want to look at swing trading conversation, I go over not just the strategy a lot, but I also went over a lot of theory and just deeper stuff behind the system, not just, oh, this is a candle that we like. No, I didn't just go over that. I went over a lot more. So definitely check out that stream if you did not. Skim through it. There are a couple parts where I'm sure I took a break from talking and we were just kind of watching stuff. But we had a few very long segments yesterday. So take your time, go through it if that's something you're interested in. But yeah, I mean, nothing crazy here yet, Maddie, but nice to see something appear in between that area, because it was feeling like they were just going to fill that gap and keep going down for a minute. But nope, actually getting some life today. To be fair, most of the market got some life today. The fib that we drew, you know, just having this marked off, they went back up and smacked it, so that's interesting. Berk B just kind of flat but up. Google same. Again, this is good. Just categorize real quick. It's only lunchtime, so it's a great time to categorize where is everything. God, every chart looked like they were done for too. I mean, some of them did. Remember we said like Amazon, how it had the hammer. We were looking at Google as well. We were just like, not us specifically, but someone brought up Google when we were looking at it, and you could see like, yeah, it is pulling back, but it's right at that spot of the chart. And this again all kind of connects to SPY again, and everything else, but it's just funny, like, it feels like this chart is at a part of the chart where it's either about to make its decision to keep going down, or this is where it's finally going to show something. Like, that was basically our end note yesterday. Just because of the positioning. It was basically inevitable. Like, it would have been very surprising to see us have a very, very, very small day today. But it wouldn't have been that surprising at the same time. And I think we're all used to that by now. We're all numb to that range day talk. But nice to see some life show up today on the chart. And of course, with the levels, this is what your chart looks like. I didn't throw up any emerging candles. I don't think I did, at least. Oh, no, I did. Never mind. Sometimes I just do, like, the basic of the levels. So we could just look at, you know, like this, like a clean chart. It's nice to look at a spaced out chart. Sometimes when I add too many levels, I can tell it overwhelms a few people, so I try not to do that too many times, but sometimes you can't get past it. Sometimes you just gotta understand there's a lot of levels in a certain area, and there's nothing you can do about it. To be honest, I was in ups calls since you posted, had a way lower entry. Closed yesterday for like a $5 loss. Yeah, the fact that you only lost $5 is kind of crazy. But yeah, no, that is annoying though. I feel you, man. And if you remember yesterday too, I talked about that a little bit. You know, it's a very annoying feeling when you're like, not just swing trading, any kind of trade, when you're like going through your process, your routine, whatever your steps are to get to getting in and out of a trade. That whole routine. It's nice to go through that and point out the things you're doing right, the things you're doing wrong, or things that are just not working out. You know, and that you got to remember that is an outcome. You're not there are things that are going to happen that aren't going to be planned. Like, oh, it broke this level, but then it just decides to just sit here forever. You know, it's like you can't do anything about that. You got to have a plan for that too. So I feel you though, that sucks. But the other side of that conversation too is like, you got to stay consistent with it. You know, if you did 100 different things in the same routine, you would never be consistent because you're not even giving yourself a chance. But even with what you did, you're still right. You know, if you know what I mean, because you stuck to doing what you said beforehand. You didn't change anything between. You didn't move on from that, and you know, basically lie to yourself. You didn't lie to yourself, so that's good too. If you had done something different and then you look back at that and it worked, you would have been like, oh, great. If it would have continued down after you did that, you'd be like, why didn't I stick to my plan? I literally said I'd cut if I did this. And then you're back to square one, you know? So it's like, again, it's that less of two evil conversation. You took the lesser of two evils, and that's the right choice. I'm sorry. You're never going to hear me say that's the wrong choice. At least, you know, with how we like to think and trade in here. So, I don't know. I think that was the correct decision. But that does suck. I will I will definitely say that. But it's a reality we gotta deal with. I know how much that hurts though. And I'm sure everybody in here too has gotten to that point where they've probably called something out in their head and didn't really, like, you know, it doesn't matter about posting it or not, but it's just doing that is a good thing because you're keeping it to yourself. But at the other end of things, you know, like if you do those trades and you're not used to them and then you go post about it, then it looks like you're just like doing 100 different things. So at the other end of things too, try to I'm at the end of it all, I'm really just saying try to be consistent and not just your methods, but that'll help you with your results as well. I know for a fact when I do 100 different things, I get pissed off because I'm like, damn, why did I just stick to what I was doing? It was working. And then when it didn't work, I tried to change everything. It's like, bro, relax. It just didn't work one time. It's okay. Things are just not going to work out sometimes. SPY didn't break intraday structure and continued the uptrend. Sympathetic with the bullish move. Break of previous day high was my confirmation. Only mental trading today, but it played out beautifully. Good job. And good and well spoken too. Yeah, they did. That was pretty much my bullish trigger too. But I was honestly a little bit more bullish than bearish from the open because of where they opened and held. That was very interesting how they just sat at this level. Like, okay, that's not random. and they did exactly what we couldn't do yesterday when we got up here. You know, we got up here, we made this high, and then we couldn't make any higher lows. We couldn't hold anything. We couldn't sit, you know, and actually move back up again. We just were weak yesterday. But today, you could see no problem doing that. And there's actually a little bit of a higher low going here. I'm mainly looking at, like, the meat, though. And so I only say kind of a higher low because it's pretty much flat. But the wicks are moving up. So it's only ever so slightly, but still nice. You can see there's not just a breakout, but there's actually a follow-up. VIX closed a big gap. Oh yeah, I guess the other thing too is the dollar. Where would the dollar be sitting right now? Where's she at? Here she is. And she is pulling back. Okay, so we are getting some true movement right now. Remember we talked about this. I don't even think we talked about this much yesterday, but the week before I talked about this a ton. The 2 days I streamed. But there was a lot of just consolidation with both of these charts. And it's okay that they do that. It's not like they're not allowed to. But when it happens for longer periods of time, that's when you start to suspect, okay, well, one of these got to go the other way, right? One of these got to go up, one of these got to go down. So it's just nice seeing these actually break apart from each other right now. As you can see, SPY getting a little bit of a bounce. You can see the dollar getting a pretty nice negative session today. So those are pulling away from each other. We'll see if they continue to do that, though, because it's definitely not uncommon to see them kind of just stick with each other for a bit. All right, back to SPY. Whoops. I need to move that back. That's hard to remember. And this is that gap fib way up here. So if they wanted to, they hold on to 575.60s. That's a good sign that they do want to try to test towards that gap. A breakdown to 575.60 could give you a little bit of invalidation for that move. I would just say that kills off that idea a little bit, especially as we're in lunchtime already. Definitely be sure to drop a like on the YouTube stream as well. Highly appreciated. Not even trading, I flipped the generator while towing out in the field. That's funny. Discord is so much smoother. Yeah, it is. Chill Will, are you here right now? By any chance? It says you started an event at 9:54 in this voice chat. How the hell is that even possible? Activity ended. Start a new one? What is that? What'd you do in here? What'd you click? It's very sus. He's been in here for 2 years. Let's see what he's typed in here. I always like to see that the most. And that's when you realize you're dealing with a freak. From Chill Will. There's no way this guy's real. That's crazy. A lot of Wills in this group now. Wasn't me. No, you're good, Will E. No, it wasn't you. No, it wasn't you. It's someone that's in the Discord that hasn't. They've only typed like 3 times. I was laughing because their messages were like. It's like super random. I don't. It almost looks like a real person, but at the same time, it feels like something someone is intentionally doing. It's weird. Can't tell if he's for real. I was just curious because the activity thing, like, that's just weird look. It's sus. Oh, he wasn't kidding. He really did flip. Oh, yeah, he wasn't kidding. He really did flip the generator while towing out in the field. You have noticed a huge engulfing at support on triple Q on 4 hour, like around 4 a.m. Yes, I was up due to work. It wasn't work, guys. Extended hours. Wait, what was this on? Triple Q on the 4 hour around 4 a.m. Yeah, if it has extended hours, I'm not really gonna. I don't care about extended hours. Price action, I'll be honest. But what does this open tell you guys? We didn't get over the high with the open, but seeing the open over the bulk, I'm on the 4 hour, that's a little awkward, above the bulk of those candles, like that was kind of interesting. But you can see here on the daily a little bit more, but it's over the bulk of the last 2 days. That's interesting. I feel like that alone should tell you, damn, that's pretty bullish. Just needs to break the high, the high, the high, get into the gap fill. It's crazy that it did that all in one day. 492.40. Why do I keep flicking the 2 minute? 492.40. Okay, so they're barely in the gap. They're kind of like SPY a little bit. They're just barely in the gap. I feel like a lot of people are going to get into calls today and be like, oh, this is so possible. And it might be, but I just feel like it's not as high probability as it could be. Ace said he caught 50 points on the NQ today. But damn, it kept on going. Only one contract to take profit at first target. Well, at least you did what you did. You did it correctly. You were responsible. You were grown up about it. You didn't just randomly hold. But damn, that is crazy. 50 points and it just kept going. add to IWM. I need to redo this chart. Actually, hold up. Before I do, how does it look? Okay, it doesn't look as hectic as it looks on the daily. It looks like a warfare on the daily. That is so impressive. This is all one day. The retake, even through all these lower highs right here, because they got up to this once and then just stopped. Honestly, the last 2 days for this chart's been pretty crazy. They did the same thing twice, just about. Now, they did pull back a pretty good amount yesterday. The question is, did they do the same thing today, or is this where they just keep going? It's just one of those days. One of those up 2% type days. Which, honestly, those are pretty historic now. Seeing a 2% day now is pretty wild. Seeing 1.5% now is pretty wild. Impressive move by IWM, though. If you guys are in premium, Carter, sorry, I didn't mean to go so long. Carter posts these every single day or every single night or in the morning, but every single session you will have new levels for this. But it's very nice. But I'm actually about to rechart this because I don't remember any of this information. And it is nice to understand what's in front of you so you can be a little bit just confident about it. It's just nice to be confident. It's not really any other deeper thinking beyond that. Oh my god, why do I keep doing that? You know what? We're not gonna get better at remembering. We're just gonna move it. And then, oh, we're on the 5 day, 5 minute. There's a supply here. Honestly, you could take that one, you could take that one. But let's not do that. Let's be tedious. There was one here. I just want to see. Well, there was one here. I want to see it, though. We will remove it. I'm not leaving this. But this was a supply when they broke down that day's open. They got up to it that day. Up to it and then lower height out of it yesterday. Didn't even break that new low. Today made a new low. Retook in the same 10 minutes. And then in the same fashion, kind of like right here, they hit this area, but they actually, this is what it looks like to hit it and reject it. This is what it looks like to hit it and hold it. They actually pushed above it, showed a little bit of, you know, just pressure beyond the highs of the, you know, other day, actually showing some resilience. But then more strength taking a new high, not making a low, not breaking out of this area at all. That's pretty interesting. So IWM, honestly, last 2 days, that's very strong. Last 3 days, I should say. And we can probably leave that now, and then end of day, delete that, and then add whatever the new one is, which will probably be the low of that to the high of that. That whole candle, basically. That's the short-term demand of that higher low, and then you have the low and open to look at. But for now, that's fine. And it's in the exact same scenario as SPY, just not with the whole gap conversation and all the everything else. There's not, you know, a huge gap from here to here that they're working into. It's just a big sell-off candle. That and Triple Q are doing the same thing. So we can at least say the market is working together for once, which we couldn't really say that the past couple weeks during the earnings season and just everything else going on. Going into election, though, everything is working together. And how's Microsoft done? They haven't really put a dent in that distance from their all-time highs. If you remember our old conversation, we were kind of talking about most of the market weights, and a pretty good amount of them are either at their all-time high or very near it, except Microsoft. Microsoft's one of the few that really isn't there. Well, you can see Google too. They were close not long ago. Then they sold off super quick. Some of the banks aren't. Tesla, of course, is also nowhere near its actual all-time high. You can see that's way up here. We're not even dealing with all-time highs yet. We're still dealing with lower highs of that. So, but it's nice to see what we talked about here worked. If anybody remembers our conversation, we said regardless of where this goes next, if it does go back up, it needs to be different. And then after this happened, we talked about it again, and we talked about it was different because of how they held and what they did. They didn't just go up once and smack something. So I actually think this has a better chance than the past few times that I've gotten up to this area here. Whatever this is, 264 to 279. So better show of hand there. Possibly if we just hold here and consolidate here, could actually get you into those highs and into the 300s. 300s could become a norm for Tesla again, which is weird to say out loud. How's everyone in the stream though? How's everyone doing? How was everyone's day so far? Good to see all of you. Except Ace. Now the trick is to not give it back at the end of the day. That is true. Nice. Meta got a little bit of a bounce. We were looking to see if that support would hold yesterday. UNH did not continue. It's kind of tying back to what we said at the beginning, though. I think most of the market is just working together right now. So if you're going to come into stream and be like, yeah, this is up today, it's kind of a no shit kind of thing. And J&J did hit our target, but it did pull back up. So that's nice to see. But would have, of course, loved to see ourselves, you know, flood under that level. Not just get to it and tap it and run back up. Realistically, that's hard to sell. The staircase method, Al. The staircase method works in every kind of trend. Like I said, though, it's a lot easier said than done. But the staircase method, that's what you need to focus on. Trend days are hard. I hate when people come in here into my streams and my chats and they're like, and they say they struggle on like, not range days, but you know what I mean, like days that just go up and hit like one level and then come back. Like, let's say it's like an inside bar kind of thing. Like, I think our chat is really good at that. But for some reason, I have seen a pretty good number of people struggle with trend days, and I think it's honestly just because, and I think this is completely normal and human to think. But I think a lot of us in chat, I think that's a mental thing. I don't think it's anything else beyond that, because every time I talk to somebody in chat that says that, and they're like, I'm just struggling with trend days, like, and that's okay. It's okay. I think it's because you guys realize, like, how is this possible? How is this day still going up? Like, it's like the most amazing thing ever. Forgetting that up days and down days are allowed to happen, you know, to what extent. And I think sometimes it just kind of speaks to how you're using your context. Like, honestly, before when I started trading, seeing 2% on SPY really wasn't that, like, unnormal. You saw it a lot. Seeing that now, it definitely feels more exciting because it's like you feel like you're not seeing them as much, but you aren't. You're seeing them almost just as much. So it's just in the head kind of thing. But I think it's really just a belief thing. It's like, holy crap, we're still going up. Is this even possible? Like, it just feels weird because it's still going. And same thing for down days. It's like, when will this ever stop? We just keep selling. We just keep selling. Like, you got to remember, when we lose certain areas, when we lose certain support, certain resistances break up, you know, that's not just one side of the trade that's wrong. They also have to close out that side of the trade. That's why we talk about the 90% entry so much, because that concept is all around the market. It's not just liquidity. Like, you got to remember, when someone's wrong, they're not just wrong. It also sends the price in the opposite direction. So let's say I'm buying a bunch of calls and you're buying a bunch of puts, right? And there's a bunch of liquidity between us, right? And I'm wrong and I go close out my puts. That moves the price up. That is good for you. So it's just about catching the right side of the trade at the right time. And it's like, oh, it's so easy to talk about, so easy to say, but it's not. It's not easy to do at all. But I honestly think it just ties back to a mental thing. I think we're just like, holy crap, is that even? How is that possible? How are we moving up this much? That's wild. And I agree. Sometimes it is wild. But you just got to remember, like, it's not about how much we're up or down. Do you have a high or low? Did you break it? No. Okay, then we're still going up. There's higher probability that we're going up. Oh, we're going down. We broke a support. Awesome. Did we retest? We did? Okay, great. Yeah, we are bearish. It's still making lower highs after that? Okay, we're still bearish. We don't get to flip switches just because we feel like it or we're bored. When did the trend change? When did your high or low step back into place? That's when you know the day is done. And that's why you see me come in here and go over this stuff all the time. I'm only going over lows and highs and what did it do at certain levels. I'm not going over every little thing on the chart because that's not really fair for me to go over. I wasn't here to trade it with you live. But at the same time, you got to go back and review it. What did it do at what level? If you don't, you're not going to understand what am I supposed to be looking at? What do I want to see? What is my mouse supposed to be watering over? If you don't know that, then you don't know what you're looking for in a trade. I really wanted to look at solar, man, but that shit's not doing anything. Oracle, of course. CRM, no movement. Okay, fair enough. Glad to see RTX coming back down. Honestly, this is a possible buy spot for RTX. I might wait one more day, but I got a lot of confusing fibs up here. Just ignore them. But it's out of support right now. Basically, as long as it's holding 117.14, should be bullish on that. If that ends up cracking, though, that's a very good support break. Damn, I kind of went into RTX now. What the hell? I'm about to check this end of day again. I just almost try to combine 3 English words. What is FSLR on? It's that earnings move. They dropped, now they're picking back up. Honestly, solar's one of those sectors right now where even if they report bad earnings, it's hard to say that they'll keep going down because they're already almost all so down so much. It's not much worse they can get. So I'm not surprised to see that back up already. Plus, we saw a few of the other names up a little bit. This is not one of them. I'm going to a different chart, just to clarify. Okay, Shopify, holding. I don't care to trade this yet, but just watching our demand. The low of this move before it popped back up to the high of the last red candle. That's basically just that entire red candle. They are holding it to the cent. Over caffeinated over here. Just cracked the bank trying to join your lick. They're wild. TXN. Nope. Yeah, Palantir's on drugs. Bro, everybody and their mom was saying this was a shit stock. I don't want to see anybody talk about Palantir on the internet. I didn't see a single soul say that was a good stock to be in. There was maybe your 1 or 2 cybersecurity nerds out there, but there are so many Palantir haters before it went back up. There's so many PayPal haters before it went back up. And personally, I was an American Airline and Delta Airline hater before they went back up. It's that weird conversation like, oh, it went down, we all forget about it, oh, it's back up. Like, yeah, because we ignored it. Those are the best stocks to look at. Don't look at penny stocks. People are justifyingly hating on those, but if you see a big company that you're, pretty aware of, they're getting a lot of hate. Check them out. See if you can get a discount price. A lot of the time that hate leads to a bounce. Yeah, American Airlines is crazy. Shut up, Ace. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about AMC and GameStop. Those are you're allowed to hate on. There's going to be so many of them. So many haters before it goes back up. Oh, there's mounds of haters for those two. And maybe they do get a couple more pops. But I'm talking about sustainable pops, of course. And Ace is, of course, joking. I hope. Palantir, the sleeping giant, finally making massive moves. My average is $7. Yeah, you're sitting pretty. You're sitting pretty. Al said, made my own bang at home with creatine, coffee, and B vitamins. Maddie. Okay. He said that sounds like a boom. That sounds like you're all gonna have heart attacks. They're like, trading isn't enough. I need more. I need more to excite me. Y'all are actually crazy. Alright, I'm gonna leave it like this for a second. Check out some of the messages in chat. Yeah, that ain't a bang. That sounds like a boom. How is everyone in the Discord side of things? What's up, Ace, Al, Chill? What's up, Joyful, Lynn, Mike, Sing, username, and William. Not William, William. Y'all get it right. Y'all can type in trade floor or the voice chat thing. I don't really care. I can read both. Either is fine. A lot of good posts in the post charge channel the last couple days. Results in review channel. Honestly, very proud of a lot of you. Damn, is Boeing really down on the day everything went up? That is so Boeing. That's actually so fucked up. Only Boeing could do that. Wow, John Deere too. And Square. LW's still going. This thing doesn't care. I'm gonna be so happy when this is in triple digits, honestly. We talked about this at such a crazy price. We bought our one share at 58 something or 56 something. Before it broke that 60 zone though. And honestly, it's pretty funny like how basic our reason is to like this chart, to be in this chart. Just because they're the #1 potato supplier of McDonald's. And McDonald's is up on their chart, even with recent news. LW is not up on their chart. So just recreating that. We didn't even chart it up higher than this. This is honestly as far as we charted it. That's how low this was. We might have to add some more levels later. Or we could just add some simple stuff. I don't want to add too much. I want to keep the chart clean on this one. We'll come back later. But that was an awesome one to look at. Poor CVS. Walmart, another high. The beast. Which, how is, if that's what Walmart's doing, where's the counterpart? Here's Target. Holding, but not really killing anything yet. It's really waiting to trigger over 153.7. It gets over 153.7, and it's looking a lot better for that chart, especially if Walmart's still doing what it's doing. Not much more to look at on this one. Lyft. I don't remember which one of you asked me to put this on my list, but I'm tired of watching it already. Whoa. Oh, dividend payout. Never mind. I was about to be really impressed. I'm surprised ABBV isn't higher up on the list, but I'm glad we're looking at it. And Master. I did get that bounce at that area. Still looks like shit, but it did stop there. Nope. Nice day, all good at work, just listening in. Totally fine. I figured most people in Discord just listen in. It's probably annoying to like be in here, listen, see the screen, and try to type in a channel that you have to click away from every so often. That's pretty annoying. So fair enough. Pretty nice day today so far, though. No matter how this turns out, end of day. At least you can look back and say there was some opportunity today. Pretty quickly, too. Within 20 minutes, it was already... I mean, bullish control over the previous day high. That's pretty impressive. 20 minutes. Probably hard to trust, too, but... just seeing that open, too, that's why it's so important to just, like, start with that daily time frame. I always love to start with the daily and then just move down to that 5 minute with what I want to look at. Just to kind of get context, but... just seeing like, oh crap, we're actually pushing over these first 2 days highs already. Okay, that just gives you context of how strong this candle could be. Not saying in that moment you would have known it'd be up where it is now, but just seeing that it had a chance to do what it did, that would be something to think about. And that is the gap fill fib. Welcome, welcome. Drop a like on the stream. Glad to see you. Any thoughts on Twilio? Yeah, we could look at Twilio. 1 second. If I had more capital, I would be in PayPal, but the ROI is too low for my... No, right now, it's too late. Like, to get this now, it's like, nah. But I understand what you mean. Yeah, when we were first looking at it, it was worth it, but even at 50, right? You got to remember, even at 50s, it's still kind of expensive for somebody who might not have that kind of capital, right? That still requires a good amount. Whereas Palantir, when we looked at it, or ET, when we looked at it, or well, even LW was in the 50s too, so that would be another one of those. But like ET and Palantir, like these were things anyone could have been in. But I know what you're saying. I know you're not trying to be like depressing sounding. But no, I feel that. But that's still a rep though, Al. It's something you believed in and you just couldn't afford. That's fine. But you still believed in it and you were still able to get that reps. That's totally cool. You know, a couple steps to take or a couple things to look at now. You know what, if anybody remembers, what was the big thing for PayPal that we looked at? What was the only main reason I was even liking it? And you got to remember, right now, everybody's glazing this stock right now. But when we were looking at it, everybody was saying it was a piece of shit. It was going to go down to 10. Saying, oh, it's losing control of its, payment processing and all this other stuff. But what was the one thing we looked at when we were looking at PayPal? Nope, it wasn't the curving bottom or the earnings. I didn't care about either of those. The curving bottom was nice looking, but that wasn't the reason that got us in. Why did we like PayPal? What was the one fundamental reason that got us in on this chart? If anybody remembers. Come on, guys. Nobody remembers. I tweeted this out 500 times. We said it 100,000 times in chat. No, I was the person who brought up PayPal, not Noxta. I mean, he might have been looking at it too, but I was talking about investment buying shares and stuff. Alright guys, I'm going to just give you the answer. It was the market share of the payment processing. I even gave you all the word before I asked y'all the question. Payment processing market share. Nobody is even close to PayPal. They own, at the current moment, it's probably up now, but when we were looking at it, it was 45 to 46%. That is beyond any other company ever, right? That means they process the most funds in the world out of any company ever. They're the one who does it the most. That was the sole reason we looked at. Basic, right? Wasn't anything crazy. Didn't say any random strategy, anything like that. What was the reason we liked ET? None of you are going to remember this, so I'm just going to give you the answer, because this was like the beginning of our chat type thing. I mean, it was like a year in. But going into COVID, this was one of the first picks we looked at. One of my friends were in this, but this was the company we liked the most because of the whole, I mean, everything. It had everything to do with energy. It's not just oil. It's not just this, not just that. It's every style of energy. They're very diversified. So that was the big reason we liked this one. And I'll just show you the chart from this aspect, because this is the only one that's going to make sense. The daily's very hard to watch, but it's just a grind up chart the whole way, right? And they have dividends too, so that was the other nice thing. And yeah, who owns Venmo? That's it. I always see people say that too. Yeah, it's like people are always like, "Oh, Venmo's so much better than PayPal." Like, no one gives a fuck. PayPal owns Venmo, bro. Are you stupid? Like, do you think PayPal cares that Venmo looks better or feels better than PayPal? No, because PayPal owns them. Like, what? No one cares. I love seeing that opinion thrown around, because then you instantly understand the level of person you're dealing with. They don't do any research, they don't care, they just want to argue with somebody. It's like, what? Go off, King. Redfin was also another one that we liked, but we weren't in this as long as we could have been. But this was a very successful pick as well, and this was just because of their own app. If you just download the Redfin app, they will literally tell you when the housing market is okay and when it's shit. Before the housing market crashed, they literally told everybody it was shit. They literally told everything was overpriced and that it was just going to get worse. Redfin is one of the only companies out there that will tell you the truth about the housing market. Gotta give them some love. And you can see our stock picks. None of them are like Tesla, Apple, Nvidia, like some dumb obvious stuff. Like, it's companies that we have to dig for, companies that we see people hating on, companies that we see true belief in even when others don't, companies that people might not even have heard of. I bet some of you have never even heard of ET before. So it's just like, just find some good picks. Like, it's not about finding the popular pick. And you got to be very patient too. As you can see, all of those took very long time to, I mean, some of them weren't that long, but majority of the time you should expect your investment not to just go up in the first year. You should just expect it to just kind of slightly up, slightly down, slightly flat. Shouldn't really be, you know, moving crazy in the first year. When's the next long-term pick? I don't choose, man. They pop up. When they pop up, I go over them. I don't see anything popping up. I don't see anything in a good spot right now. We did look at a couple last week, and honestly, LW is still in a good spot for long-term investment, but it's not in an as attractable spot as it was before. When we first looked at it, it was like 52, 54, 56. Now it's in the 70s. But it's still another chart that I see, and I'm like, damn, this still has so much more room. And that's not even me being like, I want it to go up to 1,000. No, like, if you go look at the things that we're in for, we're only in because we like it because of McDonald's. The fact that is the most, they have the most frozen potatoes in the world. They're McDonald's #1 supplier. McDonald's has made a massive recovery on their chart. Thinking should be, so should LW. The money does fall down. No, I know you're joking with me, but I know some people will read that and be like, yeah, when the fuck is the next stock pick? Because I've seen so many people in our chat miss out on all of them, and then I don't know. Some people are assholes, like to discredit me, even though I am clearly in the right. It's not like I'm wanting to be in the right. I'm just reviewing my stock picks. Like, they look at it as one thing, I'm seeing it as another. So I just have to clarify. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Dear God, somebody wants to be right in this world and learn from their system and grow, right? Dear God. Dear God, I want to succeed. Or try to, at least. Mostly joshing. How dare you? How dare you use my name in that joke? You'd be surprised how many people do that. Looking at puts here, wait for the 10 SMA, 55 take chart to come down. That was so much fun to read yesterday, Al. I don't know if you heard how much glazing I gave you yesterday, but I gave you a pretty good amount. But I'm not joking, that was so much fun to read. And I hope you do that with every trade you do. You don't have to do that in chat every single time, but I'm saying I hope you do that with, like, in your head or somewhere with yourself every time you do a trade, because that was in depth. And it looked like it was helpful. Hits blunt. What if I was at the store buying groceries next to Bueller, but he didn't talk, so I never knew it? Oh my god, that would be crazy. Like you're standing next to me in public, but you don't know until I'm like, you just hear me go, yo, yo, yo. I would never do that in public, by the way. You'd have to hear my voice to know you're next to me. That's actually kind of funny. That's actually a good hits blunt. You were next to me and you never knew it because I didn't speak. The price of eggs right now is bullet. Damn, commodity prices are fucked right now, man. Commodity market, man. You bump into me, you're like, hey, can you say Spy just did this? Just to make me, like, say something. That's actually kind of funny. Yo, what's up with Cat and Home Depot? I just saw the numbers on those. These make such large moves, man. I need to just move these up my watch list. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do two things today. We're going to upgrade Cat to here. We're going to upgrade Home Depot. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold the phone. What just happened to my watch list? All I did was move up and back down. Where did Home Depot go? There it is. Stop trying to take so much. What is it doing? We're going to move Home Depot just above EMPH. And then we're going to downgrade. Yes, we're also downgrading SMCI. So I'm tired of seeing it so high up this list. It's not even a weight. We're going to put it under the dollar. No, we're not. That's disrespectful to Snow. We're going to put it under Sophie. Alright, that's our watch list. Anything else need to be upgraded or downgraded? AMD needs to be upgraded. Let's move them under NVIDIA, just because that's what I think of every time I think of NVIDIA. And vice versa. ET, we could probably bump you down. You're not really anything we're going to trade on the day, so we'll just move you down. It's probably what we should do to all of our stock picks, honestly. Oops. I didn't hear that. Where's Palantir at? Palantir is too late to get back in, but we're going to throw it down there just to give it the respect it deserves. And then, where are you at, PayPal? Where are you at? I'm hunting you down. I had to have crossed it. There it is. Go down. And there we go. Just for you, Maddie, I'll start looking this week again, but I don't think there's going to be anything. And I was going to make the Donald Trump watch list, but then I stopped myself. Because I started realizing how much I don't care about that anymore. It was beneficial a couple times, but I'm not putting myself in it. Andreas, what's up, man? Good day to you as well. May the market guide you. May thy knife chip and shatter. Oh, potential breakdown of 570, 560. Kind of hard to say breakdown when we're up 1% right here. When I say breakdown after this much of a bullish move, I most likely mean slowing down. Like, you're probably not going to get much more of an uptrend after this unless we see a good hold of a major area. So 570, 560 is the only area up there. I'd say the other major area that isn't really marked off by any level or any, zone or anything would be right here. Today, you can see they stopped here a few times. So if they do pull back in a massive way, this is most likely where they would be headed to. You can watch this to see if they'll hold. If they don't even make it that far, I honestly wouldn't even give them notable strength. Sellers do not have any notable strength if they can't even go that far. So that would be my thinking on the chart if you're looking at it like this. And let me know if you guys have any updates as well. I know you're not all watching SPY. Some of you like to watch SPX/ES. Some of you like to watch IWM or the triple Qs or NQ. So feel free to update any of the sectors. I'm open to any of those three. Just do not come in here and update GameStop or AMC. I can't even speak English when I say them now. You're not Roaring Kitty. I don't care for you to be, so please do not post that in here. Roaring Kitty. I hope y'all saw that Netflix thing. That was actually pretty good. And it was actually pretty accurate. I was honestly just surprised they had so many big actors in it. Every single... it was just like The Big Short. Like, every actor was an actor. Not just a nobody. They did close under that area twice now. 570, 560. This candle's opening entirely under that level. If they reversed it in 2 candles, I will laugh. That would just again show the resiliency of bulls today. IWM still looking really good, and they have a good distance above their next area too. Just a good, strong, bullish day today. Not much more to say on that. It's funny though too, because you go to the bigger time frames and it's like, oh, this is the first green candle in like a week for some of these charts. And yeah, yesterday I shared that political map for anybody who wants to watch the map fill up as it gets votes collected and all that. As they start actually posting the result counts. Regardless of being red or blue, it's kind of fun watching that map fill up. Alright, I'm gonna go to the daily. I just gotta find something to look at. I cannot stare at these small time frames anymore. The day has made its move. Let's be realistic. If it does pull back and some, who cares? Amazon just under 201.20. Good to see them still fighting on that area. Trying to remember the chart. I wish was doing that. Tesla and Google are kind of doing the same thing concept-wise. Google Meta are the same thing, basically. Which I think we said that yesterday too. We were saying, when we were categorizing, I think we were saying Google Meta were the same exact setup. And they still have that same look. Why is my TOS so damn slow right now? Isn't there a... Can you not clear your cache or whatever? Cache? I don't remember what screen it was. Used to be able to like clear the memory or whatever. Maybe it's still here and I'm just blind. No, that's not it. Oh, here it is. Collect garbage. Sometimes that helps it catch up a little bit. Nope, it's still lagging. Okay, I think it's just Thinkorswim right now. Or my internet. It's also good to close your Thinkorswim every now and then. I don't know how many of you just keep it open all the time, but I try to close it every other day at the very least. Sometimes more than that. Because when you relog back in, you can feel how snappy and quick it is. So logging out and logging back in does actually help for the most, at least for me. I don't know about you guys. TradingView guys are like, could never be me. Laughing at us from the balconies. How am I feeling about the elections? Honestly, I don't even care who wins. I just want to get it over with so I can get back to watching a more stable market that understands what it wants. Like, it sucks. We get out of earnings season, and I'm getting this. We're getting our head just out of the water. We're poking our heads back up. We're getting some air finally, and they're like, election results. They smack our head back down into the water. So, that's how I feel. I don't really care about who wins, honestly. I just want it all over. I want less volatility. Which, I will be honest, the market's volatility this year is nowhere as bad as it was with Hillary and Trump, and it's nowhere as bad as it was with Biden and Trump. So, there's some positives to gain here. But personally, I actually feel like Trump has this in the bag by a lot. I don't think it's going to be close. I don't understand where all this "it's going to be close" conversation is coming from. I just don't pick that up, you know, when you like read online and stuff, and you see what everyone's saying about everything. Like, it feels like Trump's already won. But who knows? Maybe it will be a lot closer than I think. Favorite thing you're seeing is this Ulta base. I'm glad you're paying attention, because it is definitely one of the only few attractive charts on this whole watch list. Which I was kind of early bullish on this, but only because of other trades. Realistically speaking, probably not okay to be bullish until these candles here. But we flipped bullish after this candle because we were shorting this like every other time it dropped, and we were like, "There's no way it keeps going. It keeps doing that. There's just no way." Next 3 days are all up. A little bit of a slowdown. Next 3 days are all up again. So, all right. I think trend is changing a little bit on this chart. But it's done what I said. I said it's going to hit 385 or 387.30s. It's now done that. So it doesn't have to go up anymore. It could base out here. But if it does, it's going to happen over 387.30s, and that could bring us back to the 400s. Which I don't really care about makeup, but it makes money, so it's nice to watch Ulta. The chart moves really well. The contracts are very liquid, so not hard to get in and out. But yeah, I like swing trading this one. This is a good one. Bearish fib there too. Yeah, I left the bearish fib. I didn't even want to move it. Yeah, that was just like the Lee test fib. Like, oh, it fell. Awesome. Let me short it again. I hadn't looked at this until it already made this move, so I had to wait for this. It made this move. I was like, okay, let me try to catch this. I'm a little late. Okay, let's catch this. Okay, let's catch this. And then it was too good to be true that it would do that a fourth time, right? So that was the only reason we were early bullish on Ulta. That had no, like, signal. That was just like, okay, we've shorted this so much, there's no way it keeps going. Which, that's probably not a good strat, but when you do the same exact trade 3 times in a row at the same exact fib, like, that should be obvious to you that it can't go down more. It would have to gap under the support to keep going down. It's not doing that in the regular session. FedEx isn't too bad either. I feel like I suck at FedEx. Every time I trade this, the contracts don't move as well as I thought they would. But this is a good mover too. They make pretty good moves, but I like where they're at in their chart, and earnings is out of the way. Keep FedEx on your watch list. D-Dog's not really doing much that I like here. Snow's another one. I'm really watching this out of respect of people in the chat, because there's a few people in chat that posted this like insanely early. I saw someone talk about it with Garden Trader it was almost a month ago now. And ever since then, I've just kept it on watch, just been looking at it. It's made one good impulse move, and then since then, it's just kind of been meh. But it could also just be waiting till earnings. Either way, though, Snow is in a good risk-reward part of their chart. They're at historical support. So keep that on your watch list, too. I gotta stop looking at AVGO. I just want to short it every time I look at it. It's like the new EMPH for me. Costco, it's a short signal, but pretty hard to short Costco. Starbucks just grinding right now. RTX actually, hold up, my bad. RTX is a setup that actually isn't looking too bad. Shout out to D-Touch, he got me on this pretty early. This was like way back here when it gapped up here, and then he told me it was gonna go to 120 or something. I was like, all right, man, sure. And then it did. It kept going. So he wasn't tripping. And then since then, I haven't touched it. But I've left my fibs and my targets. Basically, all these red ones, guys, don't... Like, I know it's hard to look at this. But when you see these red ones, these are like outside targets. That's all they are. They're targets. But it's nice to see this come back down to this fib, where I was watching to see if it would hold a bullish jump here, because it kind of did that here. So I guess what we're looking for is just a duplicated move of this, but here. So pretty good risk to reward, because your triggers like, hey, it's breaking 117, I'm wrong. So it's very easy to see when you're wrong. But it's done this before, so I like the risk on this one. So actually, my bad, there is a good setup today. There's a bunch of good like in-betweens, like Ulta, FedEx, all that stuff, but I would say this is one that is definitely setting up already. Pretty clear risk. Could also wait, see if you get some better buyer signals off of that support. But I do like that small, the small red candle. If you get smaller candles into support, it's very attractive. Like right here. Actually, I said it and then I see it the next second. So see how the size of these candles? I mean, they're not huge or anything, but they're all right. There's normal size candles. Then you get smaller candles, and then it reverses. So as you get to a support, you want to look for smaller candles. As you reach to a resistance, you want to see wicks. You want to see wicks pop up, because then you understand, okay, we are hitting targets. We are slowing down. And it's just a good way of, like, I don't know, I guess watching the pace of something without making shit up. I hate when people are like, oh, like, it's okay. Yes, it is higher probability that if you have lowering volume into a support that it should bounce. But what other thing could you combine with that? The smaller candle. You know, so it's not just one or the other. You could look at both. And yeah, I'm just kind of looking at a lot of older setups now. I don't really want to look at those. PTSD, man, it's setting in. Alright, we'll go back to SPY smaller time frame for a minute. Let me catch up to some of the messages in here in chat. See what you guys are saying. SPY a little dump. Yeah, we talked about it. We said if they lose 575.60, it could be coming back down a little bit. But I also talked about if they don't make it down to here, I would take that as a very weak pullback. Because this is the only major area that isn't marked off. So if they don't even get down to here, that tells me sellers really aren't that strong. That was probably just a lot of profit taking. So we'll see. Pretty close though, down to there. Another dollar and they hit that. Maddie, I feel that. Al, that's funny. He said entered and exited fast because I started a League of Legends match and was about to lane DX. I should have dodged champ select. Would still be in this making money. Gotta set my priorities straight. Still a nice trade though. To be fair, I mean, damn, it's almost 1 o'clock, you know, like, you can't beat yourself up too much for wanting to do something. And speaking about probabilities, you know, with all the moves that have been made today, like, it's really not fair to say another big move should happen on this chart today. Is it possible? Yeah. Should we be expecting it though? No. Still a good entry though. That's a very nice entry. Five-minute gap up on FedEx. We'll take it. And how is everyone in the Discord or YouTube stream? Hopefully everyone's still chilling. XOK seems to be the main one weakening. Good looks, good looks. Maddie said screw FTX and UPS. Yeah, good risk reward on Snow. Yeah, Snow, RTX. There's a few good ones that I like. There's a few. And I didn't even pull up my EMAs yet either. We didn't even go through the EMA setups either. That was just strictly off of like quick look, where is it sitting? So I think I'll do that at about 1:30. 1:30 my time, so whatever math that is, 47 minutes. In 47 minutes, we'll pull up the EMAs and we'll look at daily setups based on that. Again, just to kind of invite everybody to check out the information for themselves. If you are interested in swing trading, any kind of style that I follow is posted in the playlist section if you go to the swing trading videos. And you can check out any of these if you want. I would definitely start with this one just so you get a good look of what we're looking for. We like to look at a couple different things. Positioning, But I also like to look at certain levels, and I really like to use my positioning of my candlestick patterns with those EMAs, because it's just a simple rule system with those. But I've been using that for years now, so hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. And I'm not really huge on indicators, but that is the only system I actually appreciate looking at indicators. And it's just for daily setups, just for overnight swings. Sometimes they lead into a couple days, but I try not to aim any longer past that. So it's pretty popular just because of that reason. People like to swing, people like to buy and sell the next day. People really like to buy and sell after a couple days, so people like to follow that strat just because it is attractive. It is kind of fun, it's enjoyable. It's not as boring as like other strategies where it's like, oh, you have to do this and this and this and that. Like, no, it's kind of fun to go look through the daily setups like that. And you don't have to turn on all the EMAs either. You can just turn on the first 2 or 3 and just focus on those. You don't have to get too deep with it yet. Where's my water? Empty. Possible bearish retest under 575.63. Main target would be that 574 area where they made the higher lows earlier. A retake of 575.63 would just be keeping trend in place. Again, we are in a bullish trend today, let's remember that. But a good short-term breakdown of a good level. And Maddie has already pointed out to us that XOK was one of the major sectors weakening. So, pretty notable. Remember, guys, share the stream link around. And if you guys are interested in swing trading, I would definitely check out yesterday's stream. Sorry, I'm fumbling my words here. That was a very fun stream. A lot of cool topics. Went a little bit further in depth than just entry-exit talk. Oh. I had to stretch. That felt good. Anytime you ever feel like you're getting tired in your chair, just stand up for like a couple seconds, stretch your legs, your arms or something, and just get that blood flowing. It'll wake you up. A little. Yo, how was the music volume, by the way, YouTube stream? Of course, Discord can't hear it. What music? I swear. What are we gonna do with Ace? Wants to play marbles, calls marbles rigged. Like, you're basically a communist. He said had YouTube muted. Oops. I don't blame you. That'd probably be annoying to hear my voice twice. I mean, if you're in the Discord stream, you can also watch the stream on Discord. You don't have to be on both. Unless you're just real like that and you're just trying to support both platforms, that's cool too. I was just trying to make it easier on you. Oh, you're in YouTube for the music. Legend. The music you had muted. I actually found a really cool playlist that had good music in it, but then I figured out it was copywritten and I was like, shit. I'm so annoyed. Finally found decent music and I couldn't play it in here. Then I found out how to get permissions from the artist. And then I figured out the playlist had like 40 different artists in it. I was like, oh, well, I'm not doing that. If there was like a click all claim button, sure. I'm not going and messaging 40 different artists to Listen to a 2.5-minute song. It sucks though, because that was like the only main way to get it legally, was just asking for permission. I just have to make my own music. If only I knew how. I've been saying for the longest time, if anybody in our chat makes music, like, I will promote your music, no problem, every stream. I will lazily throw up your music every day. But it has to be decent enough to play on stream. It can't just be like rapping. Like, it's gotta be just good background music. Lil Bueller. My intro is just the teacher saying it 3 times. You'd be surprised how many people don't say Bueller though. So many people I've heard say it. So weird. Like I can't even recreate how they say it because it's so wrong. Like you look at my alias. It's like it's really not. Even if you haven't seen the movie, it's not spelled. Yeah, it's not spelled like that. Like people say it like that. It's like how are you getting that? How are you getting to UEL sounding like that? That it doesn't make sense. I know not everyone here is American, but like, come on. I didn't even check polls to see how y'all did the other day. Oh, I'm pretty proud of y'all. 10 of y'all didn't even trade yesterday. You know, other groups, they'd be like, quit being pussies, trade. Me, I'm proud y'all didn't trade. It takes so much strength to not trade. I commend any one of those 10 people. If you voted didn't trade yesterday. Good job. I better see a lot of greens today, though. I'm always cool with green or didn't trade. Bueller. Bueller the bowling ball. Feeling like a didn't trade day for me. Again, nothing wrong with that. I didn't paper trade. You got the NQ trade though. Yo, make sure y'all post y'all's trade reviews as well. Don't get lazy. There's a bunch of reasons why you should want to post your trade results. But make sure you go in there and just give simple explanations. You don't need to go super hard on it. You can also scroll up and check out the millions of explanations above you. A lot of the great people in this chat have already put out a few today. I already read all these. Damn! I just saw what GG did. Who's GG in chat? This son bitch is smart. Trader Maker 82. Typically, what size do you trade? It depends on what I'm trading. It's a very bland question. I'm sorry, if you follow someone and they say they use the same amount of money every single trade, you're listening to someone who doesn't trade. You're following someone who's paper trading. Because that typically changes every trade. We like to stick to 1 to 2 contracts as we grow. We expand on using more So it really depends on what chain we're looking at. Depends if we're swinging, day trading. So it just depends, trader. Trader Maker 82. Also got a quick scalp, 10 points based off a golden pocket. Fib now done for the... Damn, Ace! Round of applause for Ace, everybody. He got an NQ trade earlier, and then he just got another 10-point scalp on a golden pocket fit. Round of applause. Make sure to post those trade reviews, Ace, so we can see them and learn from them as well. It's not just for you; it's also for us. We want to pick your brain and learn from it. Wait, Trader Maker, are you the guy with the mafia accent? Wait, how would y'all know what his accent sounds like? Are y'all stalking Trader Maker 82? Ace, what are you saying? Berkshire A? No Burke B, Burke A? Long story. Generally, I size small and add as I go. Then I scale out as I exit. I'm not really into sizing in. Like, I don't really like to add more as I go, but I do understand the thinking. But I do like that you do the opposite as well, the vice versa, the scaling out. I love scaling out. I have an entire method called the staircase method, which is 100% focused on scaling out in a proper way. You know, what is like a proper way? Without looking at percentages, without looking at levels, you know, what can you use? And that's why I like the staircase method. But nice, nice. Trader Maker, to answer y'all's question, says he has a low Bronx tail voice. So it sounds like he could whoop our ass. Aces Spaces back in the day? God, that was a way to say that. Okay, so y'all weren't stalking him. Oh, he was on Spaces. Okay. That's how you know his voice. I'm like, how the fuck? Why do y'all know this man's voice? He says 6 foot 285, but I'm a lover, y'all. Okay, there you go. Just don't piss him off. Don't make him not a lover. Yeah, I'm not even aware who you are, but good to have you in here. Maddie, you're funny. He's like 6 foot 285, but I'm a lover. I will put you in the ground. Mikey, you were quick with it, bro. First trade was a bad. Entered without thinking through the chart. That was it. Good explanation. Hold on, let me see it. Entered call. Here, I'll put it up on stream as well, so people that are in Discord aren't completely... Oh, wait, they can't see this. That was stupid of me to think. Either way. Entered without thinking through the chart. Let's see what he's saying. Entered call for a retest. Stop loss if broken the inside bar ceiling. Stopped out. Minus 40% breaking the inside bar ceiling. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. And then you entered a put. I want to see y'all adding those fibs more. I think those fibs would help you out. I don't know. I'm not going to add your exact example here, but let's just look at an example. Anytime you see a level break, right? Wherever it goes, I want you to draw a fib from the level to the high of the move before the first red candle appears. When the first red candle appears, add the high of the level to the high of that move. Start watching for those midterm retests. These are the retests nobody is looking for. Everybody's looking at the level. Everybody's looking at once it's gotten up to the high of their chart. Anybody can do that. Anybody with eyeballs can do that. Draw these. Also, what else is it good for, guys? What are these fibs good for? The midterm retest fib. What is this good for besides just looking for that retest? It's also good for dictating price. Where is it going? Direction. Hold up. I want to find it. It's like 5 minutes. Yeah, it's 4.5 minutes. Here, we'll watch it together. Oh, wait, we can't. Discord guys can't see this. Here, I'll just link the video to everybody. But the whole point of this video is to go over this exact topic. I'll just relink it in YouTube and Discord. Did I just close Discord? Oh no. What the hell? On my screen it closed. But this video here, I sent it in trade for from in the Discord call. But that is the exact concept that you need to be using. And this will help you out. It's not just for, oh, let me get a trade. Like, it's also good for direction. Let's say you're already in a trade, or you're not in a trade yet. You're looking for something, or you just want information, right? Is this going up or down? This should give you higher probability situations. Retired NYPD. That's funny. Old follower from TradeMate. Thank you for your amazing work. Love it. Still using your scripts. Dude, that's crazy. Damn, we got so many OGs in here. We got Trader over here talking about spaces from Ace. We got Harsh over here from TM way back in the day. Which, just to be clear with everybody, I was not any kind of owner or leader in TradeMate. I was just somebody that was brought in one day, and I ended up making a bunch of friends in there because there was just a bunch of cool people in there. But I just posted levels and stuff. Cool information, shit like that. But good to see you. You're always welcome. And anybody from Ace's Spaces is welcome. Ace's is like Ace, Champ, and AK are probably the... There's really not too many people I mess with on that app, honestly. I can't get on Twitter anymore. That app is so shit. Every other person on there has never traded in their life. Ace said, my place is a safe place. What? You met them in Manhattan? Nice. Good group of guys, man. Well, sounds like you surrounded yourself around the good ones too then, because I had to get off that horrible, horrible app. That app is full of fake people. The trader circle of women are like the worst traders I've ever seen in my life. The most of the people in Spaces don't care about anybody. They just want sales. They just want to market everything. I can't tell. I'm not even going to name names, but 9 out of 10 people in those spaces were full of shit. There was only a few of them in there. And I was very happy Ace was the host of these because he is one of the few people I trust. He's one of the few people I actually believe knows what the fuck he's talking about. There's so many people on there who just do not care. It's just filler and let me sell you something. One event of selling things to the next. It's so crazy. And the amount of people on there who would literally take my strategies. I've never seen anybody talk about pre-market in any of those groups. All of a sudden, everybody knows pre-market breakouts into previous day high, previous day low. Like, bro, that's my thing. That's my entire thing. I've literally never seen anybody talk about them in the way I do. So when I see that, it's a trigger of like, wait a minute. You're full of shit. You were literally just talking about how you trade off of VWAP all the time. Now you're trading a pre-market high breakout to previous day high. My ass. I should have just never made a group, honestly. I should have just kept a small group of friends and then just traded. I promise nobody would be talking about pre-market to this day. Everybody, when I got into these communities, everybody was talking about TTM Squeeze, Ichimoku, and VWAP. People weren't even on the EMAs yet. The EMA trend had not even started yet. Like, people used them. It was probably one of the most popular indicators. But nobody used them in a set yet. Like, oh, I'm going to go from this EMA to this EMA. Like, nobody was doing that. Now, all of a sudden, everybody's doing it. It's like, the times are crazy. Everybody just copies each other and moves on to the next thing. So it's honestly good, guys, to just find whatever strategy it is. I don't even care if it's mine or not. Find whatever strategy you can and stick with it. Stick with it. It will last the times, because the people who keep moving strategy to strategy, they will not last with the times. They will be too busy adjusting and relearning and restarting over too many times. And then later down the road, they're going to have even more problems. Imagine you know so many strategies that they just start colliding into each other, and now certain signals you look at are a little fuzzy now. You're like, wait, is this bullish or bearish? Shit, I don't know now. And it kind of gets you. So it's just, honestly, find your groove and stick with it. I don't care if it's my strategy. I don't care if it's your own. I don't care if you find something else on the internet. I don't care. Find something and stick with it. Consistency is going to beat whatever else is out there. You adjusting and moving around a bunch, that's not helping you at all. If anything, it's making it worse. It's going to make it even more difficult down the road. But, yeah, find your groove, stick with it. What's up, Carter? Good to see you, man. I always get so excited when I see Prop Street start typing. All they care about is followers and likes. Yeah, no, it's fucking crazy. There's hundreds of examples of me sitting in here with like 30 people going, I hope we don't get more people in here. Because I don't want a huge group. Like, if I could talk to just 20, 30 people in here every day, that's fine. I do not want more. That's when it starts to become a problem. I've been in my own group. This group has had active 100 people in here per stream before. And that was chaos. That shit sucked. I'm happy to have the people we have in here now. Because when I look in here, I don't see 20, 30 members. I see 20, 30 leaders who are able to trade on their own and possibly even help other people. That's way more impactful than 100 idiots who don't know what they're talking about in here. I'm sorry to be so blunt, but the people that are in here are fucking smart. Like, the mistakes people make in here are so tedious compared to the things normal average Joes will do. Why did I lose on this? What? If you have to ask that, there's a problem. That's kind of how we are in here too, Trader. Just vibing out. Love the video you linked. Thank you, Groot. Is this my Groot or is this another Groot? You spelled it differently, so now I'm having to ask. Do we have a second Groot? It's your Groot, damn it. It'd be cool to have two Groots, I don't know. One G-R-O-O-T and then the other one be like German G-E-R-E-U-T. The OG, okay. Yeah, I had to ask, like, is it my Groot or not, you know? I know my people. IWM was a clean play this AM. It all kind of clicked. Was nice. I was going over your levels, actually, earlier. I was just looking at them and talking about them, but I recharted IWM too, and then I was just looking at yours, and I was impressed. I actually talked about them a pretty good amount of time in today's stream. Talked about the last couple days. Because it's like a recreation. Like, they were like, oh, just kidding. Oh, just kidding. Both time and both days too, kind of fighting this area in a different way. This has a resistance, this has a support. Very, very nice chart last couple days, I'll be honest. And good job on the post, Carter. I always commend you on that. Break even wasn't feeling the PA. Good stuff, Ryan. Oh, and I didn't even add an emoji to yours, Mikey. My bad. Was it feeling the PA? I feel that. I feel that. It just might be that time of the day where it's not as steady price action coming in. Because you got a pretty good dip, but like I said, if they don't even make it down to here on their, like, retest push away move, that should show you bulls are very present, because That's already a massive move. It's already up over a little over 1% right here. So the fact they dropped down, retested, moved away, and didn't even make it down to anything should show you the resiliency of buyers today, which you shouldn't be flipping the script anyway. You should still be bullish because we haven't really broken anything. Yeah, we broke one level and a little bit of structure, but I mean, like I said, the only structure that's here is about right here. You have a level up here, you got a zone down here, but I mean, this is where they made their hold and kept going. We didn't even make it down to there. I don't know, good buyer strength, that's all I'm saying. Nothing else. Will USA get a president today? Let's go Trumpy. I've got an older resistance at 223 that you're watching. Yeah, good job, Ryan. I like when you guys are able to rip it off like a band-aid. Like, it's whatever. It's a lost trade. Move on. And you didn't lose too much. There wasn't too much at stake. So, shouldn't be that hard of a band-aid to rip off. $72. Let's see. Hopefully all of you guys are doing good in stream. I'm still catching up to some of the messages. Hey, there we go, Ace. Everybody drop an emoji on Ace's trade. Hurry. It's end results in review. I took an early trade at the start of the day, targeting blah, 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 which was a key area for my liquidity draw as the blue zone aligned with the blue. Oh, wait, I read that wrong. With a bounce, I read blue again. Bounce off a 4-hour fair value gap. Once price broke through that level, I waited for retest that lined up with the golden pocket for bounces. See, why can't everybody be like Ace, man? Not everybody, but why does everybody who type fair value gap type it wrong? I swear to God, Ace is the only person I see use these correctly. Yes. Yes, consume them. Good job, Ace. Holy crap, that gain I just saw. Round of applause for Ace, guys. Round of applause for Ace Ventura. Where did my... Oh, here it is. Yeah, Palantir is on methamphetamines right now. It should just go hit 100. It should just go hit 100 real quick. Shut all the haters up. One contract does a lot of damage. God, dude, I don't know why when you said that Guy Fiery, whatever you say his name, that meme just popped into my head. That's a lot of damage. Damn, good job, Ace, seriously. Fieri. Yeah, there you go. I don't claim him, I'll be honest. That's a lot of damage. I gotta find it now. Or is it the other guy? No, I'm thinking of the wrong guy completely, bro. It's a different big guy. It's not even him, it's this guy. It's the Flex Seal guy.
I fucked that up entirely. That wasn't right at all. Hold up, that's not even playing the right volume. Or audio, sorry, hold up. Uno segundo, por favor. We're watching Flex Seal together.
But you've never seen anything like mine.
God, he just looks like a mass murderer. Don't try this.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. Hold on, we gotta hear that again.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. Oh, a little more damage. Don't try this at home.
No, that's a lot of damage. Let's see if it's going to leak.
Let's see if it's gonna leak. Yeah.
It leaks. Woo! That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun, dude. Lot of is his thing, dude. Lot of damage, lot of fun.
Spray around and you're going to see that
I'm the yo guy. He's the lot of guy.
all the cracks and holes. You don't want to put on too much at one time. You want to put a nice even layer.
So basically, what you want to do is you want to shoot out this entire can just for this one bucket, when you could just go buy another bucket instead of this expensive ass can.
As we do layer after layer, it's going to fill all the gaps.
Bro, this example
all the
is
holes.
crazy.
Well, we let it dry. It's time to put on another coat. You're going to see that each time that we do
We're
it,
spending 48 hours repairing this fucking bucket. Like, what the hell?
more. You just need to do multiple layers.
Multiple coat. Make sure the can's empty when you're done with it.
Once it's
Only
dry,
one
hit
use.
it again. And as you do it, it'll close up that hole over
It will
and
close
over
up, I
again.
swear to God,
Just
in this
give it
next
time.
slide.
Have patience. If you test it and there's still a little leak,
Just add more duct tape. Just
Now, you
add more
can
duct
see
tape.
There's still some big gaps there.
Bro,
But
duct
that's
tape would have been
okay.
more efficient at this
Flex
point.
Seal's gonna fill them all.
I would have already had it done.
Wow, we had to repair a lot of damage. Let's take a look. Well, this is where the knife went through, right here. And this, well, this is where the chainsaw went through.
That's a lot of damage.
Inside, the entire bucket was coated using only Flex Seal. You just want to make sure that
You need drinking water in this bucket? Yeah, can't do that anymore.
You do it properly, it gets great results. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Wow. There's absolutely no leaks. It's completely dry. Now that's amazing.
Now that's a lot of amazing.
Checking this out? Come down here, look at this. This is awesome.
Now that's a lot of damage. Sorry, I went a little autistic there for a second. Imagine breathing that in. Bro, there's so many things that could go wrong. I gotta break out. Peace, y'all. See you later, Trader Maker. Maddie, that was so random of you to just pick out somebody in the chat and be like, hey, I know you. Never heard of it before. That threw me off. I thought you were trolling him at first, honestly. I thought you were just trying to, like, troll. Linwood said, I'm dying here on AirPod trying to imagine what you were watching. Oh, yeah, Discord, it's impossible to see what I'm watching. No, that one always got me. I always loved that example because it's like, bro, just buy another bucket. His voice is so memorable. Oh, you're talking about that guy. My bad. Oh, and that's his ex name too. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's not my, I mean, it is my fault. I just don't pay attention. Cool though, cool. Look at you making a warm welcome for somebody else on the internet. Look at you. Being nice and shit to other people. Look at you. Yeah, a little random for him to click on my stream. I didn't even know what's up, but I mean, I'm definitely welcoming him. You sounded cool from what you said. Yo, what's up, Adam? Thank God you're here, dude. Thank the Lord. I was just looking up into the sky, wondering where you were. Wondering why things were so chaotic. Prop Street 224 next. That's all he came in here for, just to give you an update, Carter. Oh, wow. It is going. This is what Spy wishes it could do. Spy wishes it could break this level and go make a new high of day. We talked about this example for both charts. It looks like Spy is a little bit weaker than the IWM push. IWM is still just making new highs. Talked about this scenario. I said it was a little bit low probability for it to happen. So it's kind of cool that we are seeing it, because it wasn't supposed to. Good to see on it though. Yeah, he's on it, Carter, for real. On that. And yeah, out of respect, honestly, and just seeing it so much from you guys, I have just been naturally going over IWM more. Because, I mean, it's not a bad chart. Why would we not watch it? What's up, though, guys? Honest answers. I don't care about biased opinions. Honest answers only. I just want to hear you out. Do you think we will actually get a move from the election in the next couple days? Do you actually think we'll get a directional move from whatever pops up? Personally, I don't have an opinion because I don't know. I don't know if we will get an initial reaction like we have the past couple years. I don't mean, do you guys think we're going to go up for 4 years straight? I'm genuinely just asking about the initial reaction. Al Street said, yeah, I believe so. A said it will move right. He's not wrong. I heard from history we may get a relief rally. Agreed, no idea. No, they will contest and kick and scream. No idea. Christmas rally. Okay, so we're all just trolling each other. Okay. I should have said wrong answers only after asking that. The last two went up after. I think you're right on that. Probably won't find winner till Monday, to be honest. Unless it's too big to rig. Oh, fair enough. So A saying probably a week time. We'll know a little bit more. Way more details. I was just curious. I wanted to hear everybody's opinion. I don't really care if we're Republican or Democrat. I don't care about that. Just genuinely, do you think we'll move with the market? So, nice to see everybody's opinion. Because, yeah, genuinely, my opinion is I have no idea. I'm not going to sit up here and be like, well, I stream stock, so I kind of know where this is all going. You should all kind of, like, listen to me all the time. No, that's stupid. Just because someone has a platform doesn't mean they're God. I wish I could tell you where it was going. Massachusetts has decided to legalize shrooms. Damn. And I'm over here wondering why states don't even have, like, legal marijuana yet. And we're over here talking about shrooms? Some of these states are jumping too many steps too quick. I'm not against it. I think it's crazy that some states are already on that step and their states still struggling to get to the first step. Maddie, you enjoying the new zombies? I haven't tried it yet. Oh, y'all talking about COD. U.S. Capitol Visitor Center shuts down after man smelling the fuel walks in carrying torch and flare gun. Is that happening again? Microdose shrooms and trading is like Rain Man. Yeah, I'm not against it. I just think it's crazy there's like states already at that step. It's like, dude, there's still so many states that haven't even gotten what they wanted. My unk is a microdoser. Dude, 70. What a legend. Talk about living. That's living. I think I saw 4 more states voting to legalize. Here, can you send me a link on where you're seeing all this? Because I honestly type all this in, and then I get linked to 50 different websites, and then all of them look like... They just all look confusing. I want to see what you're looking at. You could look for a retest of that 222.69 level if it comes back down there. Yeah, I don't have all the levels y'all have. I'm sorry. I'll have to update my chart to Carter's chart tonight. Contest for sure. My bad, I'm just not reading that now, Alquin. Welcome everybody who's in the Discord voice chat. Of course, I don't monitor it as much, so I'm not seeing who's coming and going, but you're of course all welcome to be here. Oh, nice, Linwood. You're still going on about your trade here. Good. And don't ever feel bad about like posting those. These are great reps, dude. You're getting really good reps because you're understanding what information you're looking at. It's not just about like, where do I enter and exit? It's also just about, what am I even looking at? A lot of the time, some people just need that. Yo, shut up, Adam. Oh, you typed that. My bad. You typed that 9 minutes ago. Bro came into Discord chat and typed, yo, yo, yo. How dare you mock me? I bet that was confusing hearing me say shut up for a second. It's like, wait, what did I do? Word to it, but my level is 222.66, so haha, JK, I'll probably chill though. Draw that fib on Spy. I know it's like a real BOS, but... Yeah. You're gonna be dead. You type that again. Just kidding, YouTube. It was talking about GTA 6 when it comes out in 2030. That game's never coming out. That was kind of cool. It took a stock market person to like leak what GTA 6 was possibly going to include. Someone who was investigating whatever the AI company was that like basically like, I don't even know how to word what I'm trying to say, but it puts buildings into games. All kinds of buildings. It can do all kinds of things very quickly and in a very precise way. Like you could edit it very quickly. And it's really, really important to have for like video game making. And somebody who was researching this company found out that Rockstar was purchasing that company. And that's what popped up for... that news. It popped up saying this guy found out, oh, that they're adding this, that they bought this, meaning they're probably going to add this to their game. So and then like I think 4 or 5 months later, it came out. GTA 6 was saying, or Rockstar. So I keep saying GTA 6. Rockstar was saying, yes, we did purchase this company. Yes, it's because we're going to be implementing them into our game. Meaning they're using a company that can make 80% of their game for them very quickly. Meaning, like, you should be able to walk inside of, like, almost every building inside of the game. Like, it's not just a look-like building. You could actually go into most of the buildings. Which is kind of cool for, like, a video game. That's kind of insane. Because in most games, it's not like that. And they have, like, the whole point of this AI is to literally do that. I mean, it's not just that. There's other reasons, I'm sure. But that's always crazy. I always thought that was big. Can we talk about waiver wire for week 10? We can talk about whatever the hell you want. I'm done talking about fantasy football. I've had 4 people go out for the season. I'm done. I'm chilling. My soul's been crushed. Talk about whatever you want, dog. McCaffrey and Collins. McCaffrey should come back after the bye week. We'll see. If he doesn't, it's like, come on, man. The injury he had was pretty crazy. You had Burrow, Henry, Bijan, Sutton, Joku, Rams D, and damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I have Jordan Mason, so that's basically going to be worthless now. Pacheco still on IR. Good to see. Good job, bro. Being out so damn long. Yeah, I'm done with fantasy. You traded Jordan Mason for CD Lamb. Bro, whoever traded you CD Lamb is an idiot. You scammed them. Good shit. I mean, good on you. You did great. They are dumb. Holy crap. Ace, you're so smart. Like, probably could have gotten a different player, but like, getting anyone for him is good. He said me. I'm the guy who traded him to him. I'm said idiot. Yeah, same, Maddie. Nothing we can do about it now, though. We should have done what Ace did. Honestly, that was the move. Scam somebody out of that, and then McCaffrey comes back and you're up. They're down even more. I'm done after this year. I've had too many seasons of just like literally everybody getting injured. I'm just done with that shit. He said on the reel that had me tilted. It's all that swing trading videos you do looking at the long-term perspective. Yeah, that is my fault. Gotta be in the short-sighted part of things. Quick. It's okay, I don't care. I'm more depressed that my Texans lost the Jets somehow, but that's a different conversation. That trade would not have gone down in my league. I'll tell you that right now. My whole fucking league would have said no to that trade. There's no way that trade went down, bro. That is so many people. That's like 8 people. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8 people. That's crazy. That would never have gone down in my league. That is like a whole roster change. Bro, he basically ruined his team for you. What am I looking at right now? I wish I had people like this in my league. What the hell? Good on you, Ace. Take advantage, bro. Take advantage. What's up, Andrew? Happy to see you, man. 60 cents to go pump it. Are you watching IWM? Oh, yeah. 60 cents. He's looking for 224. How do I answer that question? How much do you play fantasy football season? Oh, how much, like, for the buy-in? Mine's 100. My league is 100. I thought you meant how many seasons have I played. I was like, what? I play for the New York Jets. It's my 3rd season. Didn't hear of Daffy today. Must be busy. Yeah, I think he's just busy. To be fair, he kind of went hard. Like, he doesn't need to be posting like that every day. I actually really like it when I see him not post, because it shows me that he's, like, giving himself a break in between. Or if he's not, maybe he's just trading on his own, which is also cool. Like, he of all people deserves to trade on his own whenever he wants. He's earned that. Oh, yeah. Well, he's probably just busy or doesn't care about the election and just waiting for it to hurry up. But it's probably just busy. I would go along the lines of him just being busy. We're having a really nice day, really nice day, really nice day. I was staring at Trade For when you posted that, Andrew. So, like, that whole image popped up and it, like, scared me for a second. I was staring super hard. Damn, you basically have a better version of my team than Ace on your other one. Big trades only, apparently. I don't know where you're finding these suckers. This man's a legend. Degen Sport Gamblers grow up. Trade 0 day. Way out of the money SPX options. Bro, preach, Adam. Preach. Push us into the promised land. Oh, he said joking. Don't do that. Oh, now we're going to grow up. Now we're going to grow up. What the hell? He gets his money on SPX, then he tells us to grow up. What the heck? Get a load of this guy. Oh, that felt good. In about 8 minutes, I'm gonna start looking at daily time frames again, and then we'll see if anything progressed or if they're all the same, and if we see anything new, that as well. I also might have to look through a different watch list. I call it the Sherman watch list, because Sherman has a watch list of like a bajillion tickers in it, so it's perfect for his method and my method of just being able to look at something for a quick second and then going to the next one. Yeah, UNH, J&J, all that good stuff. We're also looking at RTX. RTX is a new one in the list. FedEx, I'm having in the list. Ulta's in the list. I like it a little bit more than FedEx. RTX, I like more than both of those combined. And that's it. There were a couple others, but Snow, RTX, FedEx, Ulta. I can't remember them all because some of them are like not as attractive as they were. We're having a... Oh, hold up. I just got spammed on Discord. 1 second. I didn't know that song stuck in my head. How to get a cheap game? I got you, dog. CD Keys. Go to cdkeys.com. You can buy most expensive ass games for very cheap. It'll give you a code. You go to Steam with your code. You can Google how to do all of that too, and you can put it on Steam. Let's see how much that Flight Simulator game is. Oh, my bad, Ace. Hold up. I'll answer your question in 1 second. CD Keys, Flight Simulator. It's... Holy crap, why is this game so expensive? What is this game? Like, when you beat this game, do you get to go fly an actual plane and they pay you real-life money? What is this? Why is there a version of it that's $102? What the fuck? What the faux? Here you go, VC. What the hell am I looking at? This one right here, the deluxe version for the Xbox is $102. What? Bro, if you're pre-ordering Flight Simulator for $102, find God. But yeah, some of these look a little cheaper. Alright, you just gotta find it, Flight Simulator. It also is only showing games in my region, but what that website does is it takes codes from other countries and sells them for cheaper in other countries, basically. In short, that's what it is. Somebody buys the game in Indonesia for $3, they bring it over here, sell it, except it's with game codes, all online. Ace asked, why is his message all zoomed in for me? What's the effect of a company changing their CFO? Probably pretty big changes. I don't know what we would see in terms of like the stock price, but if the CFO was to change, I would like to think they're like, you know, the financials part of their company is a little fucked up for a second. So I would mainly just say their financials are probably what gets messed with for a bit, unless they already have someone ready to go. You know, I guess the real question is how did the change come about? Did it just randomly happen? Was it planned for many years before, like, or many months before? I guess that would truly cause like the instability, I guess, in the financial department. Like, did they just randomly bring someone in and it's all hell to pay, or like, did they have this plan and we have a lot of promise behind this next guy? Like that, I think that's really what it changes. Also, strategy. I like to use PayPal for this example now because PayPal just did this with their CEO. But let's say we have a CFO, like you're asking for CFO, so I'll stick with your example. Let's say they have a CFO who's like very passive on certain things, they're very aggressive on other things and whatever. And let's say they bring in a completely different guy and he has the exact opposite beliefs, right? Then that'll probably also have that kind of instability effect on the financial department. Oh, he says, AKA the Biogen CFO is retiring. Oh, okay. See, like, that one's probably planned. Like, it's probably not out of the books for them to realize he's retiring. So they probably already have someone lined up. So I would say it just depends the scenario, the setting. Also, their strategies. This next guy they're bringing in completely different than the last guy. You've seen big changes with PayPal. You've seen big changes with companies like Disney, even. With their changes, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm some fucking genius and I know everything about the fundamentals of a company and the CFO and all that, but that's what I would like to think about if the CFO is changing. Those are the two things that my mind goes to. But I also don't want to try to act like I know the answer to everything. I don't. Man missed A-Lab. What the hell's A-Lab? To cure cancer? What is this? Oh. There's that word again. AI. Yep, that'll do it. That'll give you a gap up on your chart, that's for sure. Well, in most cases. Didn't work out for some companies. Everything we're changing out is just AI. We're just going to be AI everything now. Price jumps up 40%. Yeah, like our infrastructure, everything. Yeah, it's going into AI. Fancy, smart talking words to make it sound like we're doing something, but we're not. That's actually insane. Who started that strat? It was Google and Nvidia and Apple. Google, Nvidia, and Apple. Those were the three. I think it was Nvidia that really started saying it like 100 and something times per earnings call, and then everybody started doing that in the AI word tracker. They would count how many times the word AI was said in an earnings call, and every company had started saying it a lot. It went from being said like twice to 12 times to sometimes in earnings calls you were hearing it 150 times. That's just crazy. Look how far it's gotten to. People have even adopted the strategy of just saying AI. Moving parts of their companies and just structuring it all around artificial intelligence. Just to have it like that. That's crazy. No, AI took over big time. The whole sector. How long until we're all I Am Legend movies? iRobot. Good advice, Andrew. Also, very grown up of Al to say that he came to a conclusion like that, losing composure after adding into the position. I feel like anybody could just be like, oh, I just fucked up, or it's going against me. Like, it's so easy to make those easy complaints. But he doesn't. He's realistic. He figured out the problem. He understands what to work on now. Didn't lie to himself. He's being realistic. Wait till people mod their robots and battle them. Oh, God. I didn't even think about that, honestly. I forgot all about human ingenuity. And how we'll probably ruin AI before it's like a big thing. Now, that'd be kind of cool, man. Some robot. I mean, those already kind of happened, to be fair. But yeah, I know what you mean, though. Like watching the new AI robots fight, that would be kind of cool. I mean, it takes the violence out of things. Like, you still get to watch the violence and nobody's getting hurt. The betting and gambling can still occur. The theory of it's rigged is probably still going to be there. It all applies. How was everyone in today's stream? Before I switch over to these dailies real quick, I'm going to grab some water. But let me know how you're doing in today's, not just stream, how was your day just in general? How was work? How was the stream? How was your trading? How was everything? But I'll be right back. All right, back. What would you mod your robot with, Adam? I think I'd put a laser head to the top of its head, like the Austin Powers joke. Lasers attached to their freaking heads. His Fajer. Try not to overtrade and lose hard-earned profit because it's hard to earn and give up easily. Yeah, it's very easy to give up. Any jackass can give up profits. I mean, not even just profits. Can give up just, you know, your money. Baseline. Before profits have been made even. It's truly evil out here. Oh, turn the EMAs on. What are we doing? I think today I'm just going to turn on the... I mean, normally this is what you're going to see me do. I mainly just watch the first three. I don't know why that keeps going yellow. A metal grinder? Wow. I meant for, like, battle. Like, for battle. Like, for killing other robots. What would you give your robot? Unless that is what you meant by that. I took that two different ways, though. Andrew said ability to trade. That's what I would give my robot. I'm talking about killing other robots. I'm not talking about rigging your own life with an AI robot. That's an easy question. A katana? Okay, that's a pretty good one. I mean, if I can have a light... Yeah, anything. I'm literally giving you anything. Anything. You give your robot anything. To fight other robots, what are you giving it? A metal grinder arm. Everybody remember he said that. And then Andrew went straight to saying, I want it to trade for me. Easily vomiting acid feature. Okay, here we go. Finally, some answers. A lightsaber and spitting acid. All acceptable. No way thanks love goes to Thanos. Thanos glove. Oh, the gauntlet? Yeah, no, that'd be pretty good. Switchblade. Honestly, meta looks good for downside, but it's sticking on that 55. You'll arm it with a sonic blaster? There we go. That's an answer. Break the sound barrier while I'm blowing up the other robot. JPM looks good for downside under the 21 EMA. Again, none of these setups probably have any accuracy due to us having election, but God, I'm already getting tired of saying the election word. Getting so tired. Election, guys, that's why we're having a big day. Election, guys, that's why we're having a down day. Ooh, MasterCard. There we go. Finally. That actually looks great to go down. First target's that low. Second target's at 55 EMA. Which that's a pretty far second target, but accepted. He said, yo, my roommate just came in and said, let's have margarita. That's actually good. That's good marketing, honestly. Whoever's selling those, genius. He wins. Yeah. Trump and Kamala lost to the person who invented margaritas, to be honest. That's who we all should change our votes for right now. Not Kanye West. Not Harambe, the guy who invented margaritas. It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer. Whoa, what the hell? I'm sorry, this has got to be the weirdest chart ever. Carvana. You wish Natty Light would bring back the Catalina wine mixers? You ain't lying. Look at that. UPST. Didn't that piss you off more, Maddie? Yesterday it lost the 21 EMA. Today it retakes 2 EMAs with room. Nah, man, I'm not mad. You are. Shit. I'm not crying. Me? Nah. Nah, you're good, Maddie. It's all fun and games. Now, if you called somebody else that, I would be mad at you. But we're sitting here talking about an individual equity. That's fine. Roast an individual equity all you want. Have at it. Free game. Inside bar breakout on Adobe. This is actually kind of cool because it's hidden. The reason I say it's hidden because it's 2 green candles. It's green. That's going to throw some people off, but that's an inside bar. And this is a breakout of an inside bar, and it's taking the 9 EMA. If we didn't have election, I would say Adobe's going to smack 490 pretty soon. At the very least. 490, 492. I say 490 because it's the first psychological level before that EMA. It's just a quick grab target, no thinking behind it. Just psychological. But 490, 492, good target area for that. That could be a good overnight swing. Now, this would probably be a setup I would like to see the volume on. I am kind of against checking volume right now. But when it comes to checking overnight swings, I haven't seen anything else be as high probability. Oh, wait, I'm stupid. There we go. There's the volume. Yeah, it's low. Okay. Figures. Now, if that had been rising over the past, 2 days, I'd be very impressed. It's so weird seeing volume again. I haven't checked it in forever. I just remember for overnight swings, that was my thing. If I could just get a good pattern, breaking the 9 EMA, and the volume was rising, that'd be 3 things on my checklist that would allow me to be able to trade that overnight. And if it wasn't all 3 of those things, I wasn't allowed to trade it. Also, it's good to know that too, because when you're wrong, and let's say it just goes against you entirely, at least you know that you're wrong, right? You're not just sitting there like, oh, well, hold up, my indicator's telling me this. No, you're wrong, bro. It just did the exact opposite of what you needed it to do. So get out. Get out of that trade. You're down. He said double down. Out one spy put near the last low. Bang that weekly test. Let's see what you're talking about, Willis. Oh, we're on the 2 minute. I'm like, what are we looking at here? I'm curious, where did you draw yours from? I had to look at that for a second to draw that. At first, I wanted to draw it like this, and then I was like... It's like, yeah, I mean, that is probably something, but that's still not what I'm looking for. And then I realized it's probably just grabbing that. And then down to the 1 minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. We were about to fuck up my entire screen. Or I was, not y'all. I say we like we're all in it together. Yeah, I mean, just an open range breakout there. What did it do up here, though? It got up here once. And this is honestly the big thing that I would study a fuck ton when I would see Leland post or any of his old posts. Is I always notice, if you ever watch him take these trades, yeah, he's looking at the first time it exits this as well, but... he's really looking at that time it comes back up to it for the first time, and if it goes past it, he's really looking to see, like, what's the trend like after that first high. Like, after this gets up to here, what does it do? And then that's kind of what he bases some of his confidence off of. And that's why I feel like he's able to get some of his best entries, because he's seen it. He's done it 1,000 times. But you can see here, though, didn't make a new high, tried to make a new high. And what do we all know this as? Not saying enter this. I'm just saying, what do we know this as? The 90%. We know that that's a potential liquidity move, right? So out of the 3 of these rejections, which one's the strongest? Ding, ding, ding. And look at the one that actually made it down. That one. First time had a pretty nice drawdown. Came back up. Good rejection. A little scary there for anybody who was probably holding through out here. Pretty interesting, though. Yeah, and in all of this, we are still above the current day. Exactly. All this, I mean, it, like, in the moment, Maddie, like, when you're trading it, it feels like a lot. But once you're out of that trade, then you're looking back at the chart, you're like, oh, wow, we actually haven't really pulled back that much at all. Like, it has, but, I mean, like I said earlier, if we don't even make it down to this, that really tells you how strong buyers are. The fact they didn't do it yet is already impressive, so they're having to use up the last hour of the day to give them a chance to even get down here. Very impressive by the buyers today. On a couple standards. Yeah, 3 tries. Wait, what is Carter talking about? If we aren't talking about margaritas, what are we even talking about? Oh, he said we could definitely continue, but I also wouldn't be surprised if we settled here the rest of the day. Is this the daily? I'll draw exactly what he has. It is the daily. Sorry, us TOS users aren't... We don't see where y'all's time frame is as quick. Damn, that call out, Carter. I see you. I had to see it for myself. You know, seeing someone else's chart is good, but I sometimes always have to go draw it myself and really feel like what they're drawing. Like, okay, this is what he sees. Like, now I understand a little more. Margaritas party. Yeah, it's like our whole party's not even about who wins the presidential race. We do not care. It's just completely about the drink. Yeah, that would be a vibe. Red or blue, bro? I don't know. Those are both in my drink. The drink's just red, white, blue all the way down. There's a bunch of stars somewhere on top. That's a true political party right there. When it's about the drink and not who wins. I won't lie, if we didn't have the election, this setup right here looks pretty good. Come on, open up. The issues that matter, yeah. Ignoring the issues that truly matter to get to this. But what I was saying is I like this setup a little too. It's just kind of early. Also, a little weird setup because it's like pretty much a bullish kicker, but it's in a way that's rejecting 2 EMAs and it's sitting on top of a level. So I'm definitely keeping my eye on this. But theory says that should break 170.40. But they get above that 9 EMA, which currently is at 170.150. There's a pretty good chance they don't just get past whatever this gap is, this gap fib, which ends about here. So yeah, I would not be surprised to see them above 173 pretty soon if they end up breaking that 9 EMA. That'd be a good follow-up, or maybe even just to test it. Maybe not break it, but to go test it. That one's decent. I also don't know what this relates to. Does anybody watch Oracle? I know it's tech. Don't just be like, oh, it's tech. But, like, do you know what actual companies it looks like it's cloud for the most part. Fusion Cloud. Now, they're just making up all kinds of words these days, are they? Last 2 candles on SPY showing some indecision. Oh, my bad. I just shoved my beard into the mic. My bad. We can click off Oracle. I was just seeing if anybody knew anything about it. Feel free to post your own daily time frames in the chat as well if you guys want to. We can always back test each other's looks, and it's also fun just to kind of go over it now and then in a couple days later review it again and just kind of understand what thought process you might have had then and how it could have benefited you in the future and how to take advantage of that. Oh my gosh, is the dollar actually breaking the 21 as well? Do we go down to 103? Do we break even further than that? That would be very good for the equity market, which is what all of us like to look at. That would be very good. Google is very interesting. I didn't even notice it was holding the 9 EMA the other day when we did the swing stream. But we were looking at this just by itself and already liking it. So Google's in an interesting spot. If things do start going up again, I believe this is one of the ones in the better spots to, you know, I think it's going to benefit the most if the market does move up again. Not like the most over the long term, just over the course of like a couple weeks, maybe a week. Tesla's in a precarious spot too. It's kind of rejecting a very important area while holding above in a very important area. So it's in a very 50-50 spot right now. It needs more information. But a good bullish candlestick pattern, though, is bouncing off this low right here. Very, very good sign. Retaking the open of that gap down, or gap up, sorry. I'm looking at that backwards. Is a good sign. It's good that they're not just showing support here, but also here. So, honestly, if we just hold this area where they have this day's low, this day's open, and then kind of where this gap information is, if that just holds there, that should give a good high or low somewhere in between that, and then maybe we see some more upside. But also a good indication if it ends up breaking, that seller momentum probably is picking up. So it's not just good for bullish information. If we get the opposite, it's also just good to kind of strengthen our position to the downside, or just to understand that something is possibly slowing down. And yeah, J&J did great. If anybody was watching that one from Premium Chat, that one did good. I just realized both of the premium ideas worked. Ulta and J&J. Nice. Definitely find more to post, because those are fun to post. I like going over those ideas. Because it's like, it's just options. Like, you don't have to trade every single one of them. but it gives you like an extra opportunity if you are in there. Whoa, JPM. Still breaking. I like this. That might be a good early downside push too, but market ends up moving up, this might follow. Just kind of keep that in your mind. Ulta, Delta. Delta is insane. Just every time I say it's insane, it's probably because I'm looking at something with just continuous movement up or continuous movement down. Those are always the most interesting moves. Because they seem like it would be easy to hold through when you're looking at it afterwards, but you actually try to trade one, you're like, holy crap, that's hard. Also, the option won't move as well as you think it would in that kind of move. I need to delete Intel off of our watch list. This thing is a piece of crap. Sophie holding its highs very well. And if anybody has any questions about the EMA system, feel free to ask. Again, we do have that entire playlist of videos, so there's a lot of not just practice examples, but live examples as well. So definitely take your time to go through that if you haven't. Adobe. Damn, Adobe's actually looking great. Now that I have the EMA, I was already liking it without the EMAs. With the EMAs, it looks even better. Inside bar breakout, and it has the 9 EMA confirmation. That is, by all definition, an entry. That's literally the parameters. That's not a bad one. I don't know what this chain even looks like, but I might have to just put this one on a watch. That one's not bad. Let's see. What is this chain looking like? Oh, first off, where do I want it to go? 490, 492. We said that earlier. Let's look at a next week option. Holy crap. Alright, well, they have open interest, so that's a good sign. Alright, we're probably only able to grab one of these, but holy... I was hoping that'd be less. Same week's probably like 300, yeah. Good open interest, nothing horrible there. That one's kind of concerning, but the rest of them aren't. I think I'm going to grab one of each to test it. $492.50. At 710. I think I get it at 705. Yep, 705. And I want to test the same week as well. Same strike. 345, please. That'd be a good fill. Oh, nice. Alright, I got it. Alright, we'll test the inside bar breakout over the 9 EMA. 492.50 strike for both this week and next.
Entries are 3:45 and 7. Oh, I actually got in less. Good. I gotta start posting in Lifetime again. I'm gonna do that now. I also want to post a good downside. I never like posting just one or the other. It feels too biased when you do that. Like, I think everything's gonna go up. Like, nah. There's some good downside plays and upside plays almost every day. It's just the quality of them is different. Like this looks like it's like the exact same setup as what I just posted for upside, but for downside, and it just hasn't gotten its breakdown yet. Like, it needs to break under this low and this low. Also, I don't know if I would trade MasterCard options. I don't know how well they are, but that's technically the same setup. It just hasn't broken down yet. With the potential of breaking up as well. The inside bar does make it indecisive, but it is under 2 different EMAs. So that's interesting. The 9 and the 21. Basically just using the 9 as entry or confirmation. 21's a good initial target. Past the 9 and the 21 could be a good second entry. Of course, those are where a good retest pop up, continuation show up. And you can use that 55 EMA as a tertiary target, but also good to use your levels in unison with them. Don't just use one or the other, use them together. In tandem, I guess I should say. But that's just the basics of it. Like I said, check out the playlist if you haven't already. Definitely helpful. And it's just a good quick look setup. That's why we like it so much. We've used it for 3-4 years now, almost. So, pretty long time. Oh, RTX. I need to post this as well, because this is looking insane. Let me remove these so it doesn't confuse people. My drawing gets out of hand. Oh, actually, I'll leave that, because that kind of explains what the hell we're looking at. Where are we at? Oh, I actually just started this recently. I was going ham. I think I was just bored one night. I went over here, I drew all these lower highs with the zones. I drew the high, the all-time high. Well, not the all-time high, but the high. And then the in-between of these areas. I went ham on this chart. There's just too much to look at. All it's done is dropped. It's held on to the 21. It did a good job doing that, actually. They closed under the 9 with the like 3 black crows basically. Gave off a retest under the 9 and the fib area of the in-between. And then moved down more with the bearish kicker. Closed under. Got the majority of that gap. Trapped probably a shit ton of sellers in here. Because that just looks like it should fall. Didn't. And now it's back up with tons of energy. So it holding 55, 80, and 56 does give it that possibility of hitting that area. And maybe even breaking it. Going to the next area. But again, I don't know that options chain. Just kind of watching that one. I just love back testing. Dell. Shopify. I would say possible bearish retest, but they're holding this support of that candle. So just need more action from that and see what they're doing at 80.50. See how they react to that. I might even be breaking up. I'm not a huge fan of trading them. We've gotten a couple nice trades on shop in the past on different swings. We even had one move happen because of earnings. That was crazy. I didn't even know they had earnings, and then it ended up not hurting us at all. It was the most insane experience ever. We were untouchable that day. Walmart. Who knows where that one's going? I feel like because it's doing what it's doing, it should just go to 100. Just because, you know, I mean, might as well just get out of the way. Get that psychological number out of the way. But that is still another 16, 17 bucks away. That's a pretty big leap. Square. Nothing really to talk on that one. This looks like a bearish retest. It's already hit that 21. It's already done it almost twice now. It looks like a bearish retest, but it's going into earnings, so just kind of risky to touch anything on it. If they didn't have earnings, though, that would look great. Like this. It's kind of like this. This gets a good trigger under that, and it's going. Wherever the 55 is would be a good tertiary target. BWXT. Can't even look at that chart now. This looks like it's just gonna keep free falling into earnings. ABBV. Good hold of that old resistance. Good sector too. How high are they up in XLV? They are the 4th weight. That's pretty damn important. Damn, ABBV might have to be on watch. Because if healthcare keeps getting the bounce they're getting, this is pretty important. I'm just going to screenshot this and just put this in chat. I'm not trading it, but... Well, at least not yet. That's interesting, though. Because if healthcare keeps getting a bounce and this is holding how it is, that should go test the meat of this high, so... At the very least, 204.40s, 204s. But with good possibility at that point to keep going and maybe hit new all-time high. That's a nice one. I might have to move this up the list a little bit. It's so low. Where's J&J and UNH? There they are. I'm just going to put it right here. Just so I remember to look at it more. Alright, no more talk of EMAs. And yeah, we talked about this pretty much right at the start of the stream. If we break down under this level and we don't even make it down to here, that again, just in my opinion, shows just how strong the buyers are today. This pullback of this level has gone nowhere. It looked like it was trying to go somewhere, but it's weakening. We'll see though. Bueller, someone hacked my broker and bought 2 RTX calls. They are up 15%. Oh, you know what? I should enter that. I got so lost in Adobe. I didn't even think about it. Yo, what's up, Gorov? What you eating? Yo, which ones did you not enter, Maddie? Which one did the hacker enter? $121. Why would you do 121? Let's see. I'm not questioning, I'm just curious. So yeah, I guess I am questioning. 121. Why would a brave soul like you say that? Fair enough. 121 is actually pretty sound. Let me look at the chain. Yeah, 120. 121 has the best. High key, this thing fucked with me last time. I'm getting a better date. Nope, not the 29th. That has literally nobody looking at it. Normally end of month isn't too bad, but end of month on this one is complete crap. November 22nd, 123 is 66 to 69 is the spread. November 15th. Yeah, some pretty good ones on here. I guess I'll do the 121 with you. I'm doing a bunch of test trades today, though. I'm not trying to blow this account already. I'm just going to do 2. I don't want to go too crazy. We're already in Adobe. Shrimp and rice, good trade today after the previous day high hammer retest on... Dude, shrimp and rice sounds so good. Oh, you're GG in Discord. Okay, bro, I was glazing you earlier. I said that was trade of the day. I didn't even realize you were GG. Okay. Things are starting to connect now. Yeah, bro, I was kind of hyping you up earlier. I was looking through all the trade results, and I was like, damn, this is the best trade I've seen today. I mean, to be honest, they were all pretty good, but the breakdown you had was beautiful, bro. No, that was cool. That was cool. If you're in Lifetime, check the Lifetime section, please. Yeah, that's me, brother. Thank you. Yeah, pretty confident with that trade today. Yeah, you look like you were confident, bro. Good shit. Yeah, I was very hyped when I saw that. I got very excited. To be fair, I glaze everyone's trades in my chat, but I am also a hard ass, so that's why I try to be nice when it's time, you know? Like, y'all deserve the credit. Y'all are in a chat where it's pretty tense sometimes, so I think it's fair enough to give the credit when it's due. I like to be the reinforcer, but at the end of the day, I also like to be... I like to, you know, reinforce you guys too, though. Like, it's good to be strict and stuff in chat, and everyone's disciplined, and everyone's on each other's asses, but at the end of the day, we gotta laugh it off, and it's kind of fun to see you guys kick ass. There's a lot of really good trade examples in chat, and it's really funny. Like, there's just thousands of people on the internet searching for a chat to be in, or have already found one, and they don't know that they're never gonna grow in there, or maybe they found a good one. Who knows? Very rare. But it's funny, like, any random person on the internet could join our chat for free and just read the trade floor, read the results, just learn from you guys. Like, that's how powerful the chat has gotten now. Like, it's that crazy. Somebody could just spend 0 cents, join the chat, Read trade results, read the trade floor, not even add their own 2 cents to anything, and just learn. That's how informative everybody has gotten into chat. Everybody's posts have gone from like, this was my entry, this was my exit. Like, it's gone from that to, well, this was my entry. I really liked it because of this. I had a couple things lined up. It was saying this, this, this. Like, you have like 4 or 5 things lining up, and then you're in. It's like, oh, great, nice. And that's what gives you that confidence, you know, keeping things simple. I haven't seen anybody lose their mind in a little while, so that's good too. You know, every now and then we have someone just completely have a mental breakdown in a random channel because they don't really know where else to put it, which, fair enough. But it's good we haven't seen any mental breakdowns in a while. And you should never have those, even if you are struggling, honestly. Like, you have a whole chat of people to talk to. Oh yeah, that too. Breaking levels makes such a great point. So many other things I don't even think about. Like, they could even get gifted on YouTube. That's such a good point. There's so many people in here who gift on a weekly basis. There's so many people in here who've gotten free memberships. Like, you could literally go into the YouTube part of our channel and there's so much shit there. I didn't even think about that either. And I'm literally streaming on YouTube. Let's scroll through some of it. I haven't really checked on my own content a bit. Membership. Old but good. Oh yeah, I had to re-upload that. It was in one of my folders and I forgot to upload it. Apparently I only uploaded it to Discord and not YouTube. And I was like, what the hell? Why did I do that? So, very old. Two-a-days reviews. The main rules behind the Lee test. Oh yeah, because this helped me with my FSLR swing. It wasn't just for like day trades. It's really good for swing trades too. Gotta have that structure break. Oops. Once it continues, where's my fib? Wait for it to hit the fib, or show me something that looks like it wants to pull back. If it ends up going over it, then of course that probably destroys my confidence that it wants to continue going down. Oh god, it went all the way back to the top. Whoa, I just went down super far. I should do more of these. These were kind of fun to do. They're like quick videos, but they're like breakdowns of what happened today and what to look for next. It's pretty much what my watch list is, but it's actually me talking. So I guess I could do more of those again. Because it is something I do every day, even on my own. Like, and you should too. You should be going, like, if SPY is your daily thing, like you like checking SPY every day, fine. But make sure you're daily maintaining it too. Daily maintenance. Take that serious. Oh, this zone's now invalidated because something happened? Bet, let me delete it. I'll add whatever needs to be added now. Oh, this high was now made? Bet, let me add that supply because it just broke this high, so I need to honestly properly display that there's a resistance there or a supply there, right? Bam. I mean, I'm not adding that now because the day's not over, but just daily maintenance. Like, take care of your chart. Most of your historic levels you're not ever going to mess with, but some of these like short-term stuff you add or just small things, like it's good to clean them up. Not just for the chart to look good, it's just good for you because you'll feel like you're more like in tune with the chart, or like you feel it a little bit more, and that's because you've been going over it so much. You have really good awareness of what the chart has done, so you're able to look at that a lot easier and quicker. You won't be super slow looking at it. Ace said freeloaders. That's crazy. I have such good memory, bro. Ace is the person who typed... You know what? No, I'm not calling you out, Ace. I'm going to give you your victory. He said, hey, don't call me out like that. I've been too quiet. I've been to quite a few Discords. Came here from Keanu. No other Discord does trade results like BB. All I see is this much money here, there. Like, bro, that's so... Yeah, it's just... No matter what Discord you're in or from, like, there's a lot of Discords out there. It's a popular thing for people to like post really big gains and be like, look, you can do this too, or whatever. And honestly, like in the beginning, that's why I set up my videos the way they were.
and then I got criticism that I wasn't taking real trades or that like my trades weren't real. It's like, is that all they think about? Is like if the trade was real or not? Like, holy shit. The video could literally be titled, I'm learning a new concept. There's like, you could literally be trying to learn something and you'll get attacked for it. Like the community out here is crazy. You just got to ignore the majority. Focus on you and what you are doing. Because it is very discouraging. And it can almost make you not want to trade or not want to do something. So, I feel you on that one, man. I literally got, like, pitied off of Twitter, basically, because I just couldn't handle it anymore. It's like, there's just so much drama every day. And even if I'm not following it, I still see it on the feed because it shows up because people that you follow have it on their feed. It's like, bro, holy, because it's never ending. I just don't follow anybody, I guess. I hated it. And Bueller, you were an asshole for telling me to watch The Wire. My productivity just dropped for 2 weeks straight. 40 hours of content. I started talking like I am from Baltimore. Oh, yes, he is totally in it. What season are you on? He said, but we done. Wait, you finished it? Wait. You already finished it? I need that answered first. The only content on trades is people who put out there what the process is before it happens and the reflect after. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I've always talked about like storytelling. Like I always think of this as storytelling. Like you have to go over the before. Like if you don't listen to the before the trade started moving, before the chart started moving, that version of you before all that happened, it does not matter. Like everything, you're not learning anything. You have to listen to that before the action starts. The version of you that is before all that starts. Sorry, I'm amazing with words. Fucking killing it over here with the English book over here, man. I tell ya. But no, that's true. Like the rest is nonsense. Like that's why it's so important for you guys to post stuff beforehand. Like, I don't even care if you post it in chat. Post it just to yourself if you want to. If you don't want to, if you really actually care about that, which you should not give a fuck about embarrassment about a chart. Like Jesus Christ, post your chart beforehand. Go over something that you're interested in looking at during the day. Go over a couple things, and you'll see Garden Trader does it almost every single day. You'll see I do it every single day with SPY. You have to be able to envision what's going to happen beforehand. Oh, I'm looking above this and looking below this. Even if it's that simple, fine, great. Now we know what you're looking at. And then you, when the day is over after all that happens, can reflect on those areas you talked about beforehand. Not just on every little move that happened on the chart, just on the focus areas, if that's what we want to call it. Where did 575.63 come from? I don't have that level. Remember, I did a lot of recent levels, so I might not have all the traditional levels right now. Oh, it might just be that gap. Yeah, I think it's just that. It has to be that gap. There's no way I would draw that otherwise. Unless. Holy fuck, that's so close to being a halfway point. I think that's just the gap. And then I think because I was... Oh, yeah, it is. Look, I left extensioned it. Okay, that was confusing. I think I did that because remember I told you it's kind of... I hate looking at the charts and seeing where the level came from. Like, seeing the left... I just want to see lines. I don't want to see this. Unless I know it's a recent level. Like, that's how I honestly categorize my charts. Like, if it's a bigger time frame level, I leave it like this and keep it big, right? I extend it to the left. If it's a recent thing, I just kind of do this. So... It just helps me track it better. I don't know. I'm weird. But I'm pretty sure that's where that came from. I think it's the high of that, not the open. I might have messed it up by a couple cents. I ate that shit up. Everything is watched like a mad dog. Bro, good stuff, Tobias. I'm so happy for you.
Wait, you skipped some scenes. Oh, I see what you're saying. Damn, I'm glad you liked it, bro. I told you, man. It's a good show. I was late to it, but it was good. Have you seen Breaking Bad, Tobias? I'm trying to get you onto the next show that honestly broke, because I was late to a lot of shows, honestly. Yeah, all the way. Okay, good. Game of Thrones. You watch Game of Thrones? I was pretty late to Game of Thrones, but holy shit, was it good. Damn, I'm actually so happy for you, man. I'm happy you watched The Wire. That's a show everybody should watch at least once. Peaky Blinders, yeah, Peaky Blinders is really good. I actually started watching that on time. I'll be honest though, the last season, dog shit. Or not the new one that's coming out, but or whatever. But the first season they go to America, that dog, horrible. As soon as that little girl is involved with everything, that's when the show started going down. But first 4.5 to the 5th season, almost towards it, top 10, 10 out of 10 quality. Yeah, hopefully the movie's good, because it looked like it was gonna be a banger. I was surprised, honestly. I was like, damn, Peaky Blinders gonna do a movie? It kind of got me excited. Because there's no way they messed that up. There's no way. The guys that they have acting, there's no way they can mess that up. They can't. Oh yeah, isn't that cool, Tobias? How all the stuff in the streets, they use all that stuff was real, all those cars and all the stuff they were using, all that is from that time. I know it's not that long ago, so it's possible to have it all still, but every scene had all the right cars. You didn't see you didn't see iPhone 12s or whatever, whatever. It's cool watching The Wire because it's it's a different setting. It's like Sopranos. Sopranos is a different setting. It's a not long ago time, but it feels like it's so long ago. And all the props they use and everything around the scenes is all from that time. So, damn, Tobias, you got a nice watch list, and you already killed all those. Good stuff. Yeah, I was gonna say watch Game of Thrones or something, or if you've seen the show on Amazon, the show's pretty good. The other addition to Game of Thrones, I can't remember the name of them now. What's another up there show that you should see? Normally when I think of The Wire, I'm okay, Sopranos, Breaking Bad. Those are all up there for me. And for most people, for good reason. Just really, really good. I'm watching Turn right now. Tobias, Turn's pretty good. You might not like it though. It's kind of the downfall of just a part of Europe. I won't say what part of it, but it's just the downfall. It's basically where America started winning. I'm attacking Tobias like he's British. Like it even matters to him. Ace Ventura said Avatar Last Airbender. The show? Or the movie? I learned English through The Last Airbender? What? Alright, what is the show on? The cartoon? Because if you mean the cartoon, that's cool. Better Call Saul. Okay, yeah, okay. I had to test, y'all. I had to test. Okay. Yeah, I won't argue with that. Avatar Last Airbender show is pretty tough. When you were 10? Andrew said anything by Elmo.
You knew it so well you rewatched it in English and understood it all? Damn. I learned English so fast I stopped speaking my native tongue. And he's not from a country, he's from a different planet. The Netherlands is not on this planet. Oh, he does speak his native tongue still. Okay. Hold up. Someone Google Translate that. Actually, I'm going to do it off stream because it could mean something bad for all I know. Detect language. I can still speak Dutch. Okay, it wasn't bad. I can still speak Dutch. Translate back. Good for you, asshole. I'm just kidding, of course. It's tough love with Tobias around here. We can't get too nice to each other. God, I sounded Australian there for a second. Can't get too nice to each other. Only trading chat that we can ask about plumbing. I mean, yeah, it'll give me PTSD, but you can't ask about it. There's people who go into plumbing and think they've done it, man. I've done it. And it isn't anything nice. Very interesting, though, I will say that. Like, you know how in the military there's, like, that whole... Like, I know not all of us have been in the military. I haven't been. I'm just saying, like, you know how there's, like, that beef between, like, the Army, the Marines, the Navy? Like, they always, like, call each other out and stuff. Like, you always, like, have a friend who's been in one of those weird, like, you know, talking shit contests. It's the same thing between HVAC, plumbing, and electrical. It is the exact same concept. And I would say the plumber is the Marine. The electrician is the Army, and the HVAC is Navy. Or Air Force, whatever they need to be. Andrew's like, I went to Google Translate. I swear to God, this is my second language. I was in the Air Force and generally only talk that way to people my age. No, yeah. You wouldn't ever do that upwards. You would never do that to someone older. No, yeah. That is very true. That is very true. No, hold up. Firing emoji on that one. That is very accurate. That's how you know he was in the Air Force. Because, yeah, no, you definitely would not ever speak up to someone. I had a lot of friends in the military. You would never, ever speak up to someone like that. It was all respect. Even my joking... Oh, God, reacts here. Everybody run. And Sinful's here. Oh, it's surprised I'll show up at the same time. That's crazy. Sinful will talk to React, but not me. That's crazy. I'm Canadian. It's our second language. Nah, I don't believe you. Ryaku. What's up, though? What's up with you, Simple? What's up, React? How are y'all doing today? How are you two beautiful souls? Hello to everyone except Bueller. Nice, nice. Shot to the heart. I'm really lost for words about Intel. That was CPU you wanted back in the day, and now they are trash. Plus, the stock is booty. I just saw your meme. When you grab calls and Daffy says puts at here. Yeah, literally. Start to question everything you're doing. I don't know. I don't argue with people when they post their positions and they're opposite of mine. I'm like, whatever. Maybe they just see something I don't. And I honestly don't even think twice about it if I'm wrong and they're right, or if I'm right and they're wrong, because it's like, there's going to be that scenario where I'm right and he's wrong, and there's going to be that scenario where he's right and I'm wrong. It's like, it goes back and forth, you know? So it's like, should we really treat it as a, I don't know. Shouldn't be treating it as like a fuck you kind of thing. Like, I don't see it like that. And it definitely can make you shake a little bit when you see someone do that, because you'll be like, oh shit, like, what do they see? Like, am I wrong? Am I stupid? Do I not see what they're seeing? It's like, no, you just believe in two different things. It's fine. If you're following the exact same strategy and you get that, that should scare you. But just some person in chat saying that, I mean, you're probably looking at two different things. So you always got to remember that, because not everybody will trade the way I trade. Not everybody will trade the way you trade. It's just how it is. I did go hit that 170, 150. Did it do that recently? Had to have. Yeah, it did. I was gonna say it didn't do that yet when we were looking at it. Interesting. That was where the 9 EMA hits. That's why that matters. Yo, what's up, Ace? What are you swinging? Let's all bully Ace till he tells us. Ace, what are you swinging? Straight cash, homie. Hold up, what's the ticker on that? I don't know Here, I'll just look at the company. It tends to pull up most of the time. Straight cash. Oh, that's weird. Normally it like has like a drop down and like results pop up. MOSS. Dollar sign and everything. I gotcha. What's going on here? I'm being hacked. Straight cash, homie. SCH. Buy my IPO. Be a pipe investor. SCH. Alright, Ace. Well, you gotta let me know when you're swinging another one. I want to back test. I want to pick your brain apart. He said you would invest in pipe. Pipe investors are the pipe, bro. Literally can't even pick a spot to enter on IWM 230 calls because it's out of its mind. You're going for a swing react? Well, it has to be. I don't even know why I'd ask that. Well, Adam said 224s. Carter said pretty good chance it's going to be in this area, and here it is going beyond it. That's insane. I'm honestly just proud of y'all for updating IWM as much as you did. I think out of the last like 10 notable IWM moves y'all talked about or heavily been involved with most of them. So I think that's a good sign. Y'all should be proud of that at the very least. You'd been waiting for the test of 218, 215, and the test never came. Well, I mean, it kind of did today, but just not anything perfect. Very ugly hold here, and very kind of a hard first 30 minutes of the day to catch. But very nice hold over like 30 more minutes, 40 more minutes or so of those highs. And yeah, honestly, just really good buyer strength today. That's really why that main point I brought up today was if we can't even make it down here, like buyers got to be somewhat strong. And they gave them every chance to drop down, and they just never did. So, again, that just kind of shows how strong the buyers are today across the market. No diddy. What is up, Mighty One? Good to see you. I mean, not actually. I can't actually see you, but good to see you. 10 minutes to go. Straight up pump to 57.90. Trump wins. We dump now. Kamala, place your bets. Between it, we don't know. Yeah, what if they both lose and some tertiary opponent pops up and wins? Kanye West, Harambe. I mean, they could be making a comeback. Can you believe Kanye? I didn't even know this till recently. Kanye West was actually mad at some of his rapper friends for not supporting him during his whole, like, I'm trying to be president thing. Bro, if I was one of his rapper friends, I would have thought he was joking. I would have thought it was a whole troll just to get his name out there more, like just as a joke. He actually was pissed at them. Big Sean, I think, was one of them, which was literally one of his own artists at the time. Just like stop being homies because of that. It's so weird. He had to know he had no chance, right? Like, there's no way he actually thought he was good. I wouldn't even say he has the kids' vote. The young vote. I wouldn't even say he has that. Everyone loves Kanye, but I don't know if we'd vote for him. I didn't even know that till recently, though. I thought that was crazy. Ka-chow. Calls on Peanut the squirrel. Musk 2028. Sadly, he can't run. Where do I buy? All good, boss supporting the live. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's what they said about Trump. True. Well, wasn't Elon not even born here, though? Where was he born? Yeah, he was born in South Africa. He can't be president. Well, Obama was president. I want what BB is smoking. Oxygen? Meme president. Dude, honestly, I was in full support of the meme president, and if you weren't, you're a hater. It wasn't even about Trump. It was about the memes. They were arguing over money. Kanye said he was his worst signing. Elon born in South... Yeah. Yep, sadly, he can't be our president. I mean, he'll be mine in my heart, but... I mean, you gotta look at it the bright side of things, though. Like, he won't be president, but maybe he could advise presidents. Look how much he's already talked to Trump. Like, maybe it won't just be on Trump's shoulders to do things or make up things on his own. Like, maybe he has good outside influence now. Maybe Elon could, like, be like, hey, hook everybody up with my new space phones or something, you know? I don't know. I mean, to be fair, Obama killed it with the Obama phones. Imagine if we had Trump phones. Dude, nobody would shut up about it. There was that one Canadian that ran for president. They need to wake Biden up so he can read something. Nah, Biden's done, bro. You're never going to hear from him again. You might see him congratulate the winner of this next election, but I honestly think that'll be the only time you see him again. Can he even be VP? What if president got shot? I don't know. Yeah, MSTR premium is up there right now. Nice pop on SPY today. Into the close, last 30 seconds of the day, everybody. Andrew, you're killing it with these GIFs right now. GIFs, however you pronounce it. And at close, our positions are green, Maddie. We're looking good. It's GIFs, not GIFs. Damn, what a weird day, but honestly, just, again, kind of showing up to just see the strength and the buyers today. Does everybody understand that, though? Like, I didn't really see too many people, like, reply, so I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. Like, we understand why we were talking about that, right? Like, if they pull back from here and they don't get to here, that just tells us buyers are strong. We understand that, right? And this is really just a logical thing to think about, because a lot of the time when people see this, they're just like, oh, I got to short this. It's lead test, lead test, lead test. No, it's fucking not. We're on an uptrend, bro. We haven't broken any structure. We broke one level, and then one lower high was made. But what was done after that? Double bottom, double top, higher high, higher low, new high. So, like, it was maybe the start of something, but nothing ever triggered, you know? So there's never any struggle there. I just want to make sure we all understand that, because there's a lot of people in chat who I still see just shorting random resistances. Not like, bro, we're up 1% at this level. I think it's okay if they slow down a little bit. That's most likely what that was. So just making sure we understand that. Again, the importance of just order of operations. Again, just understanding the order to things. And I'm glad we didn't leave that zone, because that would have been worthless, because this did break a new high. So I'm just going to add this high. And that's probably it. I don't think we should edit anything. I'm going to leave everything else here. You can delete this. But this is probably what the levels will look like going into tomorrow. So going into today, it was really easy, because it was just like, all right, it either breaks this or it breaks this, and there's a good target outside of each level. It broke that within 20 minutes, so that was insane. Probably made some people hesitant to even trade it, but still, strength. That's insane strength. And then this adding on to it, more strength. So ending the day 1.2% up, and we're ending more to the upside, and we're really not that far from the gap fib. So the fact that we're inside of the fact that the gap fib's not that far away, it almost makes you think that we're probably going to go smack that, regardless of the election results and all that. So, but be on the lookout for all that. Of course, that is gonna have some effect on the market, but we don't know to what extent. I'm not going to sit here and try to act like I do. So be very careful, be cautious, don't be overweighted into positions. Still, try to find your setups. Try to go through the reps, go through your routines. There's still nothing wrong with that. Just understand there is extra caution around that if you're going to take any sizable trades. Would there be a lead test only when current day open breaks? No, there could be a lead test here. I'm just saying, don't just short every time we break a level. Right? When I started my stream, and we were breaking this level to the upside, and we're this high up, and we're up 1%. Like, it's okay for it to slow down a little bit, right? My whole point is, like, just don't short every single time there's a resistance. You know, it really only broke, like, one piece of structure in this whole trend, right? And then it, well, I can't even draw. Hold up, give me a second. None, apply. The only structure it really broke was, like, right here, right? And that's rule 1. What happened after that, though? It came up and retook that level, and then nothing else happened for you to be bearish. So only one sign came out for you to maybe look for that trade, and then after that, nothing. That was my point. No, a lead test, if today's open broke, that'd be way down here. A lead test could have been happened from here. Lead test could have happened from here. Like, it could have happened from here. I'm just saying nothing happened. Like, it was just one drop. Everything else after that only showed how strong the bulls were today. Did we go anywhere? Not really. But that still adds effect to the bulls more than it does the bears, because we are on a very strong uptrend on the intraday time frame today. Just again adding why this is a fact that this is way more bullish than it looks. And just again kind of adding, like, you really shouldn't just be shorting every time we drop under a level. I'm not saying don't look for a lead test, just I'm tired of people going into chat and people will be like, oh, it broke this lead test, everyone look for a lead test. Like, bro, it's just a pullback, it's okay. We're up 1.2%. I think we're allowed to slow down a hair. We're on an uptrend. And how to apply those fibs correctly, you know, even if you just do the method I was showing, like, just go from the level to the low that it went to. What happened after that? It literally just retook it within 30 minutes. So honestly, that should have killed any bearish momentum you had brewing in your head, and should have only just been, oh wow, this is very strong for bulls. They're able to hold this and maybe even make a new high, and they did make a new high. We didn't know that at the time, but the fact that they could even get back above this level here is just great strength. Because you know for a fact they slowed down for a little bit. And now it's very obvious we're up here, you know, so it's very easy for people to jump into positions to either direction. What's up, Wag? Good to see you, man. I saw you posting that other server and I was like, whoa. I thought I was late to your post, and then I realized I answered you right after you had posted. I thought I was looking at a different day. But I did see you. But guys, any questions or any last comments before the end of the stream? Of course, the day is now over. And we've edited the SPY levels together. We've talked about what happened, what to look for next. Going into tomorrow, it really depends how we open. I mean, really every day does. But we know we're bullish as long as we're holding this area. We know that if we are going to keep going up, this is a very high probability target. We are most likely smacking somewhere in between this highlighted area. This is the gap range fib. Where we gapped down, this would be the fib of that range. Sorry, so busy. Just got my bachelor's. Glad to be back. Missed this. Good to see you, man. And congratulations, everybody. Congratulations to WAG. Bachelor's. Look at ya. I'll be posting my trade today on the Trade Review on YouTube channel. You can go to the main server if you want, but I do check all my servers. So it's really up to you, WAG. But either way, happy to see your trade review. Thank you for posting. But guys, any last comments or questions before we end it? A lot of good questions and conversations yesterday and today. Yesterday was pretty much just focused on swing trading content. Today was a mix of really everything. We did intraday and swing trading talk, which that's just inevitable with me. I have to look at swing trading stuff every day. It's part of the maintenance. But if we have no other questions, I think we'll end it there. Thank you guys again for being in today's stream. Seriously, thank you again. We had a little over 120 people click on today's stream. Almost 25 likes. That's amazing still. So thank you guys again. I will see you guys in tomorrow's stream, I guess. But look out for tomorrow's levels. We already went over them together here just now, but I will post them on the bot, and then that'll post it in the channel. So be on the lookout for that. But guys, see you. Thank you again for everything, and have a great rest of your day. Really nothing else to add on to that.